Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, this is the big one, y'all. This is my full makeup collection declutter. I went through every single piece of makeup in my collection. My blushes, my bronzers, highlighters, eyeshadow palettes, single eyeshadows, face makeup, powders, all of it. And I decluttered as much as I possibly could. I have been posting these videos throughout the month of December, kind of category by category. So I did just post like my face makeup declutter and my eyeshadow palette declutter. Everything was separate. This video is all of it in one. So this also kind of serves as a little bit of ASMR. You get to see my entire collection and see how many pieces I decluttered. Also, as a quick caveat, because all the makeup I am decluttering has been used, I will be gifting it to friends and family and not giving it away. So I do hope you understand. So grab a snack, put this on in the background, put this on in the forefront, enjoy checking out my entire makeup collection, and guess how many pieces I decluttered. You're not gonna guess. Today I am going to be decluttering my base products. So we are talking about face powder, foundation, tinted moisturizers, primers, and concealers. I think that's it. I also did put my backups in here because if I start to have an excessive amount of backups, that's not going to do any of us any good. So we are going to look over my whole collection. I will get rid of as much as I can. And honestly, like I just use this basket to transport everything, but this is going to be my declutter basket. And I'm going to be putting everything in here that I'm decluttering. So we'll be able to see as we go along, and this is going to stack way up by the end of my declutter series. So this is actually all of the powders that I own, and the only things that I wanted to put in this category are things that are just powders. So I do have a couple of setting powders that are in palettes and things like that, but these are just powders. And I think it's time to declutter quite a few of these, if I'm being honest, because I already know there's ones of these that I don't love. So we're gonna start and go left to right. We're gonna start with the Lottie London Translucent Setting Powder. I didn't see anything wrong with this, but to be honest, it just really didn't do it for me. It was okay. I did feel like it had a tiny bit of a white cast. You can see like some translucent powders are sort of, like a pinkish undertone. Some are completely, they have color to them. This is marketed as translucent, and it even says true translucent, and I just don't feel like it was for me. So this is the first thing that I'm talking about, and it's the first thing that can go. This is also another translucent powder. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. I do feel like this is a nice setting powder. I really do, especially for the cost and the accessibility. I really do enjoy this, but if I'm being honest, there are other loose powders that I have that I enjoy better than this one. So I think this one can actually go too. And I think somebody's gonna really love this. Like I do love this setting powder, but I don't use it enough to justify keeping it right now. So this can go. This is one that is definitely staying. So this is my Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder. I have, let me see which one. So this is the one I've been using. This is a backup. They are both in the shade, is it Vanilla or Vanilla Bean? It's Vanilla Bean. And I really, really enjoy this setting powder. It is really finely milled. As you can see, and as you know from the name, it does have like a tone to it. So you can choose the one that matches you best. This is for when I want, I was gonna say a more buildable powder coverage. Like I never use a powder foundation. That is not my journey, but I do use a powder sometimes to just really mattify. Other times I'm just using it to like barely set my makeup. So I do like how this one is quite buildable. And since this is a favorite product of mine, I am keeping both the one that I'm using and the backup so that I have it ready to go. Sticking with loose powders, this is one that's very new to my collection. This is the Melt It's Alive. Is it It's Alive or She's Alive? It's She's Alive, excuse me. Loose setting powder. This is also translucent, but as you can probably tell, it does have a bit of a pinkish undertone to it. This powder has been so nice. Now, truthfully, I've only had this like a week and a half at the time of filming, but I've been using this every single time I do my makeup to set my face, and it has been amazing. It is very finely milled and silky. It does take down any kind of shine, but at the same time, it doesn't look like I have powder on my face. That's my biggest gripe with powders. I don't want it to look like I have powder on my face. I just want it to look like my skin, and this does an amazing job of that. So as of right now, this is absolutely staying. Right now, I think this might be, I don't know. I was gonna say I can't decide which of these is my favorite for loose setting, but considering it's the only two loose setting powders I'm keeping, you can tell I love both. Oh, pressed powders. This is a tough one for me because, you know what, I mean, well, the thing is, I don't have to get rid of anything. And I don't think I'm going to. This, I absolutely should get rid of. This is disgusting, okay? I am going to admit how gross I am to you all right now. This is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Breezy. The lid broke off a long time ago. Now, I do keep this in a drawer, so it's not like it's just sitting on top of a counter or anything like that. But nonetheless, the lid broke off. I should get rid of it, but there's so little left. I just want to finish this. And when I finish it, I will buy another one because I really enjoyed this powder. I feel like it does, just like I said with this, I feel like it does a good job of setting my makeup without looking cakey, without looking powdery. And this shade is my perfect shade, so I'm actually keeping this. I'm gonna skip over the ColourPop for now, and I'm going to go to the Charlotte Tilbury. This is another one. Like, look how much of a dip I have in there. Absolutely keeping it. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade number 2. I absolutely love this. This is another one I will repurchase as soon as it's empty. It's fantastic. This is a bit more buildable, I'd say, than this. This is more of like a sheer. This is definitely, you can build it up a bit more for days where I need a little bit more mattifying or a little bit more coverage or a little bit more staying power. That's what I use this one for. Love this powder. This is slightly more expensive, but I am absolutely keeping it. This is one I'm not sure about. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I lied. I'm going to keep it. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. You can probably see I have a pretty significant dip in there because I really do use this quite a lot. My shade is Light 6. And this is one, again, that you can build up a bit more. Hi, how are you? This is one you can build up a bit more. I really do enjoy this. It comes with a powder puff, and I'm not gonna lie, I've used it. It's kind of gross that I keep putting it back in, but I do enjoy this, and I think that this is a great one for, not just for the price, but in general. So let's see, I had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I am keeping 6 of the 8. So here are all of my face primers, and I have a total of 7. 3 of them are obviously the same. So you know what? Let's start here. This is the Smashbox Original Photo Finish. This is a classic product, right? This is so classic. This is the one, just to double check, that I've been using. I go back to this time and time again. This is a favorite. Wait a minute, I just realized I forgot a primer. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This is definitely a favorite. I really enjoy this. This has more of like a silicone-y feel, so I feel like makeup really glides over it. Now, do I love it so much that I need 3? The answer is no. So let me just double check. This one is sealed, so you know what? I am going to keep these 2, and I'm gonna let the one that's brand new in the box go into my declutter, because I feel like I would love to gift this to somebody brand new in the box. I really do love this, but I don't need 3. This is one I have not even tried yet. So this is the, well, no, I did. I haven't tried this with foundation yet. So this is by Billion Dollar Beauty, and this is their gold infused illuminator, and it's really beautiful. Now, the reason I put this in primers and not in highlighters is because of the formula. I do not feel like the formula is enough to be called a highlighter because it is very, very, very subtle. But let me see, will I use this? I think this is very, very pretty. I really do. And this is an item that I chose when Billion Dollar Beauty asked me if I wanted to sample some of their stuff. But I think I might let this one go because I have other illuminators sort of like this that I can already tell I kind of like the formula a bit better. This is really beautiful though. Oh, damn, do I want to let that... You know what? I haven't used it yet. I feel like I need to at least give this a try before getting rid of it. So I'm going to keep and hang on to this. This will absolutely never go. This is my Art Glow Lust in Selenite. And I also, to be fair, I do have it in Morganite as well that I'm going to keep. This is my glowy illuminator of choice. It is so beautiful. It is so stunning. This, I kind of not apply everything, but I'm not going to apply foundations today. But like, This is the kind of glow that I'm always looking for. I wear this almost daily under my foundation or as a liquid highlight. It's glowy, but yet it's light enough where it doesn't feel like you're wearing another layer underneath your foundation, which is what I appreciate, because I don't want 10 million layers. I just want to have that glow. This is absolutely staying. As far as the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow, this is also staying. You can see I'm almost finished with this, so I kind of want to see this one through to the end. This is a clear primer that does give your skin a glow. So I use this specifically when I want more of a natural glow, not a gold glow, not a highlighter glow, just a natural looking glow, and I'll use this under my foundations. I will also sometimes use this under foundations that tend to be, I don't know, a little bit thicker. I feel like this helps like to not necessarily thin it out, but it just makes the coverage, you can go a little bit more sheer. So this is staying. I'll be honest, I should get rid of this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. My shade is light number 2. You can see, guys, the stamping on the outside, it's all gone except for that little tiny bit that's left. And look, even if I rub my finger on it, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like flaking off. This is similar in a way to the Auric Glow Lust, but I do like the Glow Lust better. I am still going to keep this because I have so little left. It's so hard to see, but this is another like illuminating primer that you can wear under your makeup just to bring forth even more of a glow. I really enjoy this, so this is one that I'm going to keep. And finally, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, absolutely hanging on to this. This is the one that I use when I need my foundation to last. If I'm going to an event and I need it to last, this is hands down the one I go for every time. This is the one that has a bit more of a sticky feel to it, and it really grips your foundation. It holds it on and it keeps it lasting much longer, so I'm going to keep this. What that means is I'm keeping 7 and getting rid of 1. I did find one more primer and I haven't used this yet and I want to give it a shot. This is the What's Up Beauty Positivity Lightweight Hydrating Face Primer. I've heard amazing things about this, so I'm also keeping this. So total, we have 7 concealers here, and what's funny is that 3 of these are not even concealers, but let's go ahead and start here. As you can see, these are new in the box. This is the Pacifica Dreamlit Glow Concealer. I have not had a chance to use this yet, and I'm going to use this. I really am curious about these, so these are going to stay. And like I said, I want the point of this to be showing you my entire collection, even the stuff I haven't used yet, so that this helps me to kind of like know what's in my collection. But let's move on. Again, this is not a concealer. So this is the Pacifica Dreamlit Glow Under Eye Brightener, and I really, really like this. So I use this as almost like the very last step of my skincare routine before I put on makeup. So I use this after sunblock, before I put on any primer, before I put on any concealer, anything. It looks white. I can guarantee you it is not completely white. It's just the bottle. It is like completely clear. This just primes my under eyes for makeup while still giving it a bit of a glow. I really, really enjoy this. It's very lightweight, very hydrating. This is a keep. Next, I'm going to kind of put these 2 together because I know I'm only going to keep 1. These are the 2 full coverage concealers I have. One is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie. The other is the Kokie Double Time Full Coverage Concealer. I am not a full coverage concealer kind of girl. Now, I like to keep one on hand in case I have an event I need to go to or something where I really need a bit of a heavier coverage. So when it comes between these 2, I think I'm going to pick the Urban Decay only because the Kokie one is a little too light for me. They are both very similar though. They are both full coverage. They are both quite hydrating, but again, like, I'm not a full coverage girl. My under eyes are a little bit dry. I am, 44 years old, so I do have creasing under my eyes. I do have wrinkles, and I just want something that's gonna, behave with that. So the Kokie is going to go and the Quickie can stay. Then this, if you know me at all, you know this is going nowhere. Let's see, this one has more fingerprints. Is this the most used one? Yes. So this is the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in Light. This is my absolute favorite concealer. Now, like I said, this is technically not a concealer. This is supposed to be for color correcting, but I bounce my brush back and forth between these equally, and it is my perfect shade of concealer. It is creamy. It is lightweight. It is hydrating. It is literally everything I've ever wanted in a concealer. It's perfection. This is a backup of the same one. I could not have enough backups of this because this is going to be my go-to. Once I find a concealer, I stick with it for years. This is the one, so she is staying. So out of 7, I am keeping 6 and getting rid and decluttering 1. We are moving on to Tinted Moisturizer. I'm keeping all of this. I'm keeping all of this because I am a tinted moisturizer fiend, and that is my preferred method of foundation. Like, I'm keeping all of this, but let's go over what I have anyway. So first, let's start with the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This I consider to be a sort of hybrid between a typical foundation and a tinted moisturizer. It is lighter than your average foundation, but it is not quite as light as a tinted moisturizer. So to be honest, this is what I use when I'm looking for foundation for the most part. For the most part, we still need to get into actual foundation, but I love these. So my perfect match is mixing shades 40 and 30, and I do have a backup of 30 because that's the one that I go through a little bit quicker, but I am keeping all of these for sure. Next is the Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. So I have 2 colors, okay? These are both number 3. All the packaging looks the same, which I have to admit, I wish that these were a little bit different so you could tell different shades, but this is shade 4 here. Shade 3, I have 2 of, and I'm almost finished the one. The other one is a backup. This is my perfect shade, and this is such a favorite of mine when it comes to tinted moisturizer because these are lightweight enough, but you can build them up slightly, and they're just fantastic. These feel like skincare. They feel like beautiful, hydrating skincare. Absolutely love it. Now, shade 4, I will admit, is a touch too deep for me, but I was mixing it in the summer months, but now that we're inching towards the colder months, do I pass this on? I think I'm gonna hold on to it, to be honest, because I really love this formula and I want to keep it. So the Say Slip Tint, absolutely staying. This is such a fantastic tinted moisturizer. Now, this is the glowiest tinted moisturizer I have, and I'd say also one of the more lightweight ones. It is just incredibly glowy. It does have SPF 35. Really love this. You can see I am going through this tube. I will repurchase too. I enjoy using, what I love about these tinted moisturizers also that I'm showing you, I use all of these interchangeably. Like, I wouldn't say that there's one that I'm using more than others. I use all of these interchangeably. So it just really is what I pick up that day. Really enjoyed the Say. I think it's great quality. The Tower 28 Sunny Days has long been a favorite of mine. This is fantastic. It also has SPF 30 in it, and they call this more a tinted sunscreen. This is very lightweight. My shade is Mulholland, I think, yes. Just fantastic overall. I really, really enjoy this one. Next, we have the Smashbox Halo Glow. So I have this in both, it's the same shade, and they're both open and being used. I have it in a 1 ounce and the full size, which is 1.4. So wait, no, this is 0.41 and this is 1.4. I really enjoyed this tinted moisturizer. It is fantastic. It is very glowy. Again, we also do have broad spectrum SPF 25 in here. This is very glowy, but I do feel like this provides slightly more coverage than some of the other ones. So I really, really love this. So these are all staying. These are all staying. I'm not getting rid of a single one. Now, these are what I consider to be my actual foundations, but that's kind of a lie because one of these is a concealer. And the reason, because let's start there actually. So as far as my Salt New York palette, this is staying. You can pry this out of my cold dead hands. This is foundation on this side. Then this is concealer on this side. You can probably tell how big of a dip there is in all of these. I love These are so creamy and buildable and hydrating and everything I look for in an actual foundation. They are so beautiful. And these are some backups. So this is the hydrating skin tint in N12 and N13. I believe we have N12 and 13. And then the best case concealer, which is, I don't know which one is N13, but I will always take a backup of this. If you have not yet tried Salt New York, I highly suggest trying them. The formula is unlike anything you've tried before. I can guarantee it. And if you're somebody who likes to be a minimalist when it comes to makeup, you can get one of these beautiful quads and just put your shade of foundation, concealer, bronzer, and blush, and then you have your entire face in one little palette. These are so beautiful and classy and just well made. I'm keeping all of this. Going over here, this is a very discontinued foundation. You will see this in every single declutter I do, and it will stay in every single declutter. This is the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. My perfect match is a mix between shades 40 and 10, which I know that seems like a drastic change, but it's beautiful. So this is the glowiest, most hydrating foundation I've ever tried, and it's discontinued, which breaks my heart. I will admit, one of my low-buy rules to myself is to use the good stuff and not save it for a rainy day or a special occasion. This is my exception. I save this for special occasions when I want to look my absolute best because I can't get this anymore. I do have a backup of 10, which is good, but 10 is going to be too light for me on its own, so I don't know what I'm going to do when my 40 runs out. I love this foundation. I wish they'd bring this formula back. I know they won't, but I wish they would. It's my favorite. This is staying. My Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is staying. Look how close I am to being done. What's so funny is, I don't know if you can tell, look at the color on the front, and then when I flip it over, see how much deeper it is there? That's because I am at the point where every time I use it, I have to mix it around. There is so little left in here, but this is a foundation I will likely repurchase. This is fantastic in that it feels lightweight on the skin, but it is definitely a foundation. This is not a tinted moisturizer, so it does have more coverage, but it is a medium coverage, which is nice. And it just feels beautiful. I want to finish this, so I feel good. Then let's talk about these three. It is finally time. I'm letting this go. This is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation, Serum Foundation. I have almost decluttered this like a million times, and each time I use it, here's my thing about it. Does it look pretty? It can look pretty, yes. But does it take work to get there? It does. And why do I want my makeup to take work rather than just working for me? So after a while, I feel like this can finally go. It is nice, but I do feel like it takes more work than anything else on this table. So this is gonna go. Finally, we have the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. This is a little bit more of a coverage, but I do enjoy it. I wanna play with this more. I have shades 10 and 12. I'm just gonna keep 10. 12 is just a little bit too deep for me, but I do like how this is in a dropper format and you can use just like a very little bit or you can build it up. It is nice, so I'm gonna hang on to it for now. So out of my foundations, let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I am keeping 9, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's start with blush palettes. Okay, so here are all of my blush palettes. As you can see, some of them are more leaning towards highlighter. Some of them have a mix of highlighter in there. Some of them have bronzer. These two will not stay open, so we will get to them. Gosh, where do I even start here? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to start up here. This is the Sigma Beauty and the Beast collection. I love this cheek palette. I think it's so beautiful. We do have a more matte blush, and then this is more of a, I'm not even going to say shimmery blush, almost like satin, and then we have a highlighter with it. I love this. This is absolutely staying. I can also tell you my two Natasha Denona, oh, wait a minute, wait. Oh, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to let this one go. Obviously, it's well loved. I love this palette. This is the Love Glow Cheek palette, and it's beautiful, but I do reach for this one more. This is the Bloom palette. I think I can let, oh my gosh, I'm gonna let a Natasha Denona go. Oh, look at that though, look at it. Oh, I love the sparkles, but you know what? Maybe that can go to a better home, and then this one is gonna stay. Wow, I'm already impressed. Let's go to these two since they won't stay open. So Smashbox did send me 2 of their Halo palettes. So the shade names are, this is Back to Cali and this is Pink Saturation. I'm gonna go ahead and let Pink Saturation go because this color story is way more my vibe. I do like the bronzer in here better. Well, wait, is it the same exact shade of bronzer? No, it is not. They're not the same shade of bronzer. I do feel like Pink Saturation, this one, has a slightly lighter bronzer, but I do like the shades in this one more. It's much warmer. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that go, and I'm going to keep this one. Whew, these 3 are tough for me. Okay, these 3, let's see. Guys, I think I'm going to let the Spring Magic palette by Unearthly go. This is so beautiful, but if I'm being honest, like, these are a little more vibrant than I normally wear. They're so beautiful. The quality is absolutely amazing, but it's just, I think it's something that can go to a better home. Oh, really? Yeah, I think so. I am going to keep, for now at least, until, we'll see if I declutter this soon enough, but this is the Monarcha palette by Melt. This was such a standout for me with this collection. It's so beautiful. We have shimmery shades, we have matte shades. I love them. The only one I don't use often is Floor, which is that vibrant hot pink, but these others, I use them pretty significantly. Actually, I guess I didn't use Camigo, excuse me, that one often, but these 4 I used quite a bit, so that is staying. And this one is gonna stay. This is from the collaboration that my friend Heather Austin did with Unearthly. There are 2 shades here. The reason I put this in the blush area is because this shade is definitely not a highlighter for me. This one is not, but they are so beautiful. I use this one as more of a blush topper, and this one is a straight highlight, but like the packaging, all of it, like she just nailed it with this collection. So let me put these back in the box. So it looks like I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and getting rid of 3. Whew, I'm not gonna lie guys, the other one was way easier for me because cream blushes are some of my favorite makeup products. Cream liquid blushes are my favorites. So it's going to be hard for me to get rid of some of these, especially when I am somebody who, if I have a whole collection of something, I like to keep the collection together. But I'm really gonna try here to look at these objectively. The Melt Cream Blush Lights, okay? So I have 8 of them, and I'm keeping them all. I'm keeping them all. You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? Maybe I can let Cali Dream go. Actually, I will. I'll let Cali Dream go. This one is a bit light for what I like. It's really beautiful, but this one I can let go. I am keeping all the rest of these. And then these remaining 3 are from Sigma. Let me put them next to each other so you can see. These are all from Sigma, and I think that they are just absolutely beautiful. Let's see, the shades that we have. We have Cor de Rosa, we have Coral Dawn, and then we have Pashmina, and I'm going to be keeping all 3 of these. These are really beautiful. The formula is really lovely of these, so I'm gonna be keeping all 3 of these. So basically, out of 11, I'm getting rid of 1. Also, by far, Golden Hour is one of my most used blushes of all time. This is like a sparkly, it looks so nasty right now, but it is a sparkly kind of peach pink. And then my most used blush ever of all time is Lynx. This one, so underrated, but so good. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of another one. Is this Daydreamer? I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one definitely has a bit of a sheen to it. but it's this beautiful deeper color. It's really gorgeous, but I really haven't used it. I really haven't. So this is another one that can go. You know what? Also, I'm going to let Pashmina go. I think I can let this one go because I think I have one in the Melt formula that is similar enough, and I like that formula a little bit better. So, okay, I'm getting rid of 3. So these are my Kaja blushes. And what's interesting about these is that a couple of them have survived multiple declutters, but I'm going to be a little ruthless today. The first thing that can go is the Cheeky stamp. This is a very cute product. It's basically like a sponge here, and you use this to stamp it in and stamp it on your cheeks. I thought this was nice, but the formula was not as creamy as I want it to be, and honestly, this packaging, I do not like it. It's so bulky, it's so big. This is one thing that can absolutely go. As far as these are like the multi-use balms. I love these, but there are 2 shades in particular that I never use, and it's these 2. These are purpley shades, so this one is Fig Smoothie. This one is Berry Sparkler. I really just don't like purple blushes on myself, so these 2 can absolutely go, and I will put the lids on so I remember that. And I'm going to keep these 4. I really do love this formula. They are very emollient and very creamy. So those are beautiful, but I'm going to get rid of these 3 and keep these 4. So these are my Milk Cooling Water Jelly tints. I will show you each one. So Fresh is just kind of like a beautiful red orange. This one is absolutely staying. Splash is a newer one, or new to me. And this is, again, like a very berry purple. This is one that I'm going to give up for the same reasons that I gave up the last one, in that I just don't wear a lot of purple blush. Burst is also a sort of like purpley pink blush. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like a hot pink, but again, it's so purple leaning that I think that somebody else might get a better use out of this. So these 2 are for sure going. Fizz is going nowhere. Fizz is my favorite one. This is the new one. Look at that. Look at how orange and beautiful that is. This is like the perfect peachy orange tint. This one is staying. Chill is also going to stay because it is like a beautiful red popsicle, but it comes out lovely and pink. This one is by far staying. And then finally, Spritz, which is one of the new colors, is similar in that it's a red popsicle color, but this one leans way more like hot pink in a good way. So this is staying. So I am going to keep 4 and get rid of 2. These are all of my Finding Ferdinand blushes, and these were all the ones that were done in collaboration with Khaki Reviews, or I think it's Khaki Reviews Beauty is what she's under. But yeah, so these are all from those 2 separate collections. One was the Summer Abroad and then Après Ski. I love so many of these. First of all, I love this formula. It is very creamy and emollient. Again, very good for my dry skin. I can tell you the ones that I'm keeping instantly. So this is probably my favorite. This is Latte. This is a beautiful warm brown. Like, there is no question that Latte is staying, so I can put that there. Is this Macchiato? This is Macchiato. Yep, Macchiato is absolutely staying. Macchiato is a much deeper brown. I love brown blushes, and that also means that Latte, oh no, I'm sorry, Olay is staying. Olay is brownish as well. These are some of my favorite blushes right here, these 3. Now, I can tell you, I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. So there's a few different ones. So this one is Cozy. This one right here is Chilled. And Chilled is supposed to be a topper that sort of changes the color of your blushes. And then this one, oh, do I want to keep Dusk? I don't know. Okay, Cozy and Chilled though, 2 purples. These are definitely going to go. I just really haven't used them enough. I feel like this one is bordering on Berry to the point where I could use that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these 2. Oh, do I want to keep? Yeah, you know what? I want to keep all these. I love this formula, so I'm going to keep, what is it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and get rid of 2. Not a great ratio on this one, but when it's products that are bringing me joy, it kind of doesn't matter. These are the last 3 of my cream blushes. So first we have the Merit Flush Balm in Terracotta. I love this one. It's a beautiful brown blush. This guy is staying. This one can actually go. So this is another one of the, this is one of the Milk Lip Cheek Tints. And this is a great color, and the color is in Work, W-E-R-K. Beautiful color, but guess what? I never use it. So this is going. This product by Billion Dollar Beauty. Look how boring this packaging is, how plain it is. This has been one of my standout products of the year. So this is the blush and highlighter stick. It is a rosy colored blush, but the formula is so good and emollient. Like, I really love this. So this is staying. These 2 are staying, and this one is going. Here we have all of my liquid blushes. And oh gosh, I love all these. I have pared this down so much, but I'm gonna pare it down a little bit more, and I'm going to get rid of these 2. These are the Kaja Lip and Cheek Tints. These are so nice, so beautiful. But wait, let me just look at this one. Yeah, no, this one can go as well. So these 2, I can absolutely let go, and I'm gonna keep these 2. As far as the rest of it, is there anything I'm gonna get rid of? I love my Glossier Cloud Paints. I only have 2 left. I love my Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Wand. It's very much near the end. This Hydromaniac blush, so underrated. It is a very bright color that I have here, but it is just absolutely beautiful. Same thing with the Halo, the Smashbox Halo Sheer Tint. You know what? I think I'm going to let go the Surratt one. I love this formula, but the color, which is Barbe Papa, is just not for me. It is a very like kind of cool toned pink, and I'm not a cool tone girly, so I can't believe I'm getting rid of something Surratt, but I'm going to keep 7 and get rid of 3. All right, we're officially into powder blushes. We do have from Kidos. Now I have already like way taken down my collection, but we have these 6 from Kidos. I think I can go ahead and let this one go. Is this like Sanguine or something? Why do I feel like that's the name of it? Oh my God, it is. I don't know how I remember that. But this is a beautiful, beautiful red blush. But I have another one that is this similar shade that I like the formula of way more. So I'm gonna absolutely let that one go. I think I'm gonna keep, do I wanna keep all the rest of these? Why would I be keeping this shade? No, why am I keeping that? That's like beige. No, this one can go as well. So this shade is Hot Shot, and no, this is another one where I'm like, this guy can absolutely go. I'm not using it enough. Even this one, I'm like, this is so light. No, this is like a cool toned, another one. This can also go as well. Again, the formula of these is great, but if I'm not using them, what good is it doing? So immediately I can get rid of these, and let's see where we are with the remaining. So I'm gonna keep these. It's funny, I haven't even swatched this color, but it's so beautiful that I wanna keep it. So these 3 Kidos are absolutely gonna stay. This is another one that's going to stay. This is by Essence, and this is one of their blush lighters. You can see there's definitely a sheen to this and an ombre. This is such a beautiful product. I'm gonna save that. I think I'm going to let this duo by Surratt go as well. It is very beautiful, the quality is great, but the thing is, like, when it comes to Surratt, if I like a product by them, I'm obsessed with it, and it's the only one I ever want to use. And when I don't like it, it's just kind of like, it's just not for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this go as well. So I am keeping 4 and getting rid of 4. Here are some more powder blushes, and we have some by Singe and some by Kokie, and I'll kind of get to these boxes as well. These are from Kokie as well. Now, remember how I just said with Sanguine, there's one that I like the quality of better that's a similar color? That is this one, which is Timid Tomato by Singe. Singe makes some of my favorite powder blushes. Like, the quality of these is fantastic. I love the way these apply. I am absolutely keeping all 4 of those. Those are going nowhere. Now, as far as these Kokie gradient blushes, these are fantastic quality. Fantastic quality. I will say though, this one is a bit light for me. So this shade is B01 Cheeky. It's beautiful, but the color is just a scotch too light for me. So this is one that I can let go. This is my favorite one. So this is BLO2 Bellissima. This is just, oh God, I love it so much. This is staying. This shade right here is BL03 Heartthrob, staying, absolutely. This is BL04 Star-Crossed. Let me see. You know what, as much as I love the ombre on here, I think I can let this one go, specifically because of this middle. That is that cooler toned pink purple. So that one can go as well. This is staying. I love this one. This is BL05 Tender. This is staying. Interesting. Okay, so I recently received these in PR from Kokie, and I had thought that it was ones that I already had, duplicates, but no, it's all new ones. So let me put aside the ones that I know I'm keeping, and then we can open these up and see, you know what, like we can get rid of them like right off the bat maybe. I don't know why the lighting in here suddenly got so dark when it is so bright outside, so bear with me. You know what, guys? I lied. So these are all sealed. They're completely sealed. So I am going to wait on these. I'm going to hold on to all of these, and I guarantee a bunch of them will probably go in the next declutter, but they're going to stay for now. So I am keeping all of these, and these 2 are going to go. I am losing daylight here. You know what's interesting here? It almost looks like it's golden hour. It is 1:44 p.m. So these are more of my powder blushes. Right off the bat, I can tell you that these 2 from Melt can go. So these are their powder blushes in Cali Dream and Honey Thief. Beautiful, beautiful products. They really are. But the thing is, if I'm using a powder blush, I don't prefer a matte powder blush. So again, great quality, but I'm going to go ahead and let those 2 go. These 3 are all staying. Let me make sure the shadow on that one is gone. These 3 are staying. So these are their splits, Melts, the splits that they did that were a duo, and these are very, very shimmery. I love all 3 of these so much. So all 3 of these are absolutely staying. This, I've talked about this plenty of times before, is the only MAC product left in my collection, which, yes, definitely means that it's expired and definitely means that I don't care. This is Stereo Rose Mineralized Skin Finish, and it was such a staple product for me, and honestly, I do still use it. I do. It's a beautiful, beautiful skin finish, and I absolutely adore it. That is absolutely staying. But I think I can finally let Milani Luminoso go. It is so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. It's a shimmery pink that's gorgeous. Oh, wait, do I want to let it go? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, you know what? This can go. It's beautiful, but I have ones that I think are better quality at this point. The Nabla. What about this one? See, no, Nabla is doing what I want this to do. It's beautiful and shimmery and peach, so this can stay. So, I'm going to keep these 5 and get rid of these 3. These are what's remaining of my powder blushes. Okay, so, God, this is difficult. This is really difficult. Hold on, because this is the one that's probably giving me the most grief. Let's see. Oh, God, do you see the shimmer on that, though? That, like, oh, no, you know what? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. So this is the Natasha Denona Duo Glow in Rhea, I believe it is, or Rayo. It's Rayo. This is such a gorgeous product. This is the Rare Beauty Blush in Hope. This is the only Rare Beauty product I own, total. That is staying. It is so lovely. I think this one can go. This is from the Sigma Little Mermaid collection. It is very pretty, but it's just your average pink blush. And to be honest, like, the packaging is cute, but like, I just don't like the way it stores. Honestly, I think somebody else that I know in my life will love this way more than I do. So these three are my Sigma powder blushes. This is staying. This is Tiger Lily. I love Tiger Lily. It has a beautiful sheen to it. That is staying. Corona Rosa, right? Is it? No, this is Berry Love. And then this one is Sunset Kiss. I think these can both stay. This is about as berry as I go, this kind of muted berry. So no, these are all going to stay. So I guess the only one that I'm getting rid of is the Sigma. We are moving on to bronzer. Now, some of this is obviously a mix because you can tell, like over here, we've got blushes and things like that, but I do not have many bronzers because I am incredibly picky about bronzer, okay? So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that the only thing that's going here is this. So Unearthly sent me both light and fair of this shade. I love light, so I'm going to pass on fair. This is such a cool bronzer, isn't it? Look at that, like, and when it's swirled all together, it's just absolutely perfect. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, and I know it looks gross right here, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush, no, Sun-Kissed Glow, ew, I'm sorry, there is a brush hair in there. Sun-Kissed Glow Cream Bronzer. The second that this runs out, I will be repurchasing. This is the Sigma, I think the color is light. Yep, this is the light bronzer, perfect. The Nabla one, no, you know what, I still do like this. This is the Nabla Skin Bronzing in Ambra, and it's a good, like, kind of shimmery one. This is more of a contour, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury, they call it bronze, yeah, bronze and glow kit. So technically it is bronzer. I use this for contour often, but I do really enjoy this. This is the mini, and this, if you know, you know. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I'm obsessed with this. This is one of the newest pieces of makeup I've purchased, and I'm just addicted to it. It is not cheap, but I think it is highly worth the money. So I am going to be keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, getting rid of 1. These are all of my liquid highlighters. Right off the bat, I know a few that can go. One of them is this. This is the Lottie London Cheeky Glow. It is nice. I've used actually a good amount of it, but I don't use this enough to make it worth it. I love the color, but the quality is just not exactly where I want it to be, so this can go. I'm also going to let this one go. So I think I'm going to put this here just to keep these in place, but this shade is Awaken. So this is a beautiful pink highlighter from Unearthly. I just don't use pink highlighters. I really don't, but look at that color. It is stunning, but I just want it to go to somebody else that will appreciate it a little bit more. Let's see if anything else can go. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I am keeping this because I want to test it more. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Highlighter, and I don't want to test all these out, but this is such a great consistency, and it's very, very, like, very emollient and very just golden. It's beautiful golden. I really, really, really like that. Oh God, that's beautiful. So this is definitely staying. I'll go like this to kind of sandwich that in. These are the ones I'm curious about. No, I want to keep all of these. So I will say this is my current all-time favorite liquid highlighter ever. The shade is Lame. This is by, let's see, that's coming out pink, but this one is not pink. It just had a little bit on there because I put it over my blush. Lame is a beautiful golden highlight, but it's almost like natural. It's almost natural. It's beautiful. We also do have Frou Frou, which is a pinky tone. These four are from Unearthly, so these all have different tones. You can see blue and pink and gold in there, and it's just lovely. You know what? I can also let the Glossier stick go. I can let it go. I do like it, and I like the formula, but it can go because I like the Surratt more. So I am going to get rid of these 3, and I'm going to be keeping these 7. So these are my powder highlighters by Kidos. I love this formula, but I see a few that I think I can get rid of, and we are going to start with this one. So this shade is Mars Melter, and it's beautiful, but it is just kind of pink glitter on me, and it's just not my favorite of the shades. So that one can go, and I believe also this one can go. This is kind of a cool toned champagne-y color, if you will. This is Star Surfer. Very pretty, catches the light, even if the light is disappearing on me, but it does catch the light beautifully, but I just don't wear it enough to make it worth keeping. I am definitely, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to be keeping these 6. I love this formula. If I had to pick a favorite, I'm going to say it's Prophecy. Prophecy is like white gold with just so much shimmer and sparkle in it. I don't want to swatch all these, but oh my God. Oh my, look at that. It's unreal. This has hints of green in it. I mean, hands down my favorite. So I'm getting rid of 2 and keeping the rest. So let's start here with some powder highlighters. This one by Lottie London, you can see the Diamond Glow, I believe this is called. No, Diamond Bounce. This is, I hate this. I actually hated this product. This is trash. No. I can tell you I'm absolutely keeping my Anastasia Amrezy. I love this golden highlighter. I feel like people had such a love-hate with that, but I really loved it. So I also have these 2 from What's Up Beauty that I really enjoyed, but I think that this one in Wild Acacia can go. It's beautiful, but I just really prefer, well, see, here's what stinks. As far as like the pink tones, I like the pink in this one better, and I like this part better here. What if I swirl them? Let's see. This is Wild Acacia. Nope, Safari Sunset is definitely, yep, that's my first instinct was the right instinct. This one is staying, and Wild Acacia is going to go. My 2 melt highlighters are definitely staying. So I have Genesis here, and here is True Love Never Dies. This is more of like a peachy orange, whereas this is more of a pink peach. I love them both. They're so beautiful. These are absolutely staying, as are, you know what? I'm gonna let this one go. This is the Ofra Signature palette, and I love that you had 5 different shades here, but if I'm being honest, all I would usually do is mix all of them anyway. So as much as I really love this one, I think this can go as well, which kind of surprises me about myself that I'm getting rid of it because I really do love it. But I will say this one is staying. This is my Start Inspired highlighter. This is from the Samantha March collection. I use this one so often. There is a golden and a pink, and I do swirl them together. Absolutely love it. And this one is old as hell, but it is staying. This is from the Desi and Katie collection. Look at that packaging still, from Dose of Colors. And this is Fuego. I love this. I still use this so often, staying. So I am going to keep 6 and get rid of 3. this is the remainder of my highlighters. And guys, I guess the elephant in the room, like, why the hell would I have kept this? Why? It's beautiful. I love the color, but like, I'm not going to use this because it's that bad. So to be honest, like, this is, what color is this? This is Spectre by Unearthly. It's gorgeous, but I'm going to put this right in the trash. I don't even want this to go to a friend deceptively. The other two are absolutely staying. So we have Spellbinding and Mirage. Spellbinding has these kind of pink iridescent tones, and Mirage has more of those green undertones. Just beautiful. These two are absolutely staying. I will tell you, this is staying. So this is my Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. I still adore this highlighter. Like, I really love this. And to be honest, like, Champagne Pop is still around, but like Smashbox bought Becca. I am likely going to repurchase this if I ever fully run out because I love it that much. So that's staying. I'm also going to be keeping this. So this is the Ofra, is it Glow Up palette. And actually I was always confused because it says all glowed up here and then glow up here. But anyway, I really do enjoy this one. If I'm going to have a highlighter palette, this is what I like to see. Very different tones, just beautiful. Okay, let's keep going here. Sorry. Highlighter in Savannah from Sigma is staying. This is a beautiful gold, like champagne gold. Champagne gold is usually like my go-to when it comes to highlighter. So this is definitely staying. The Novelist Skin Glazing in Privilege is also going to stay. This is, again, a beautiful true gold. Love it. I can tell you that this is going to go. So this is the Celestial Lights palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, and it is very, very beautiful. And if I used these colors often as eyeshadows, I would keep it, but since I don't, I feel like this can go to a more loving home, if you will. And the Sigma Little Mermaid highlighter in Seashell, I did not love this. I felt like this is too white based, and the purple came through kind of, it just wasn't for me. It's very pretty, but it wasn't for me. So I am going to be keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and getting rid of 3. This one, though, is not even going in the declutter bin. This is going, unfortunately, in the trash. Okay, so I will say, guys, I have hundreds of lipsticks, so I'm not going to be able to like swatch every single lipstick or anything like that. This is really just going to show you my whole collection, and we're going to go through this, and I will show you the colors, obviously, but I know I can get rid of a lot, so we are going to. First, let's start with bullet lipsticks. All right, so these are all my bullet lipsticks from Fantasy Cosmetica and also Sigma. So we are gonna go through these one by one. I would like to get rid of some of these, even though I love the formula of all these. But let's start with Sigma. The first shade we have, this one is staying. Peach Tea is an absolute favorite of mine. This is a lovely, like, peachy nude brown kind of color, and I just really, really love this one. If it would focus, yes, I love this color. This is so underrated too. I never hear people really talk about the Sigma bullet lipsticks, but this shade in particular is a favorite. That's going nowhere. This shade, oh, but it's Nomad. I also love this one. And I'm a sucker for shades like this in general, so I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of these like neutral pink mauve colors because I use these a whole lot. So this is staying. Something I want to talk about real quick is the fact that because I do have Invisalign, I know I keep mentioning it, I don't wear a whole lot of bold lipsticks right now because it gets all over them and it's very difficult to get off of it. But, oh, look at this. The magnet is just making these go a little bit crazy. Oops. But anyway, I will be using them in the future. I shouldn't have Invisalign that much longer. So there might be a lot of lipsticks that while I haven't used them recently, I still plan on it. But anyway, let's keep moving. Deja Vu is, oh, see, this is like a super brownie one. That is beautiful. See, this is something else. It's like showing me that I need to use these more. This is staying. Oh, I hope I get rid of at least one of these. Okay, you know what? I can get rid of this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful red called Ecstasy. The only reason I'm getting rid of this is because it is so creamy that I feel like it doesn't really stay put on me, and I prefer something quite matte when I'm wearing red specifically. So, oh, this is so, so beautiful. Dang it. No, I'm gonna get rid of this. I know what I like when it comes to red, so I know I can get rid of that one. This one is Red Velvet. You know what? This is just like a pure brown. Why am I not wearing this? Why am I not wearing this like every single day? And I don't even think I've swatched it. I'm going to keep this because I want to make an effort to use this one. And then finally, Scarlet. Scarlet is one that I think I can let go. This is one that's like right? No, I honestly, when it comes to deeper colors like this, that's when I prefer it to be pretty dang matte. And these are very, very, very creamy and luxurious, but they are not matte. So I can absolutely let these two go. For the Fantasy Cosmetica, I might wind up keeping all these. I love these so much. Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Secret. So this is what I mean. This is a pure matte red bullet lipstick, and it is very good quality. Oh, and I love how orangey it is. So for now, this is staying. This one, Lost. Lost is an orange color. I do want to compare this to another orange that I have. Hold on. Okay, I'm going a little rogue here, but this is my favorite orange of all time. And are these similar? No, they are not, because I feel like you can tell. So this on the left is Pumpkin King, which is staying, versus this one, which is Lost. And that's got more of a pink tone to it. I love wearing orangey lipsticks. These are both staying. This one, Buried, is so, these are gorgeous. Guys, this formula is so good and so underrated. Like, I wonder if I'm going to wind up keeping all of these, to be honest. I love this color too. This is staying. Okay, this one is Obscure. Okay, so here we go. This one can go. This is more of like a pinky red, which is not my favorite on me. So I will say this one can absolutely go. Let me put Pumpkin King back in its box. You guys know I'm weirdo like that. This is staying. So this says Forgiven on the bottom, but this is actually, what's this color? Overgrown? Yeah, this is actually Overgrown. They messed up the labels on them, but look at that. This is like a deep kind of mossy, beautiful, beautiful green. This is staying, and I guess I might as well also say that this one, which is actually Forbidden, the blue, is gonna stay because I have nothing else like this. The quality of these guys, they are so creamy, and they've got like the magnetic closure. These are such high quality. Love them. What about this? Oh, Hidden is one I really liked. Hidden is just a classic. Again, mauvey pink. I'm going to be saving that. Here's another dark red. Let's see how I feel about this. You know what? I'm going to say this one can go. I'm going to say this one can go. It's very, very beautiful. No, wait, do I have any colors like this? This one's staying too. Sorry, this one's staying too. And Unearthed is another. Wait. Let's compare all the oranges real quick. Hold on a minute. Nope, these are different. And then, yeah, I know they look the same, but I feel like this is more orangey than this, which is pink. And then this is like the most orangey brown. So nope, I'm keeping all three of them because if I'm going to go for a bullet lipstick, you guys, it is going to be an orange a lot of the time. So I'm going to be keeping, oh gosh, this is already not looking good for me. I'm going to be keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and getting rid of 3. Alright, so this is kind of a mishmash of a bunch of different ones, but I did find another Sigma. So this shade is Temptation. You know what, I'll say this is one I can let go. I haven't even swatched it. It's very pretty. It's like a deep brown, kind of more of a wine color. This one can absolutely go. So maybe that's why it got left behind. So these pink tubes up here, these are all my BK Beauty lipsticks, and these went on clearance. I don't know, I think they're not bringing them back. I think they are bringing back different makeup, but not these. This formula is so beautiful. It is so creamy. I've given this as gifts before. I love this formula. But let's see if there's any I can get rid of. I do see a red right here. No, this red is beautiful. This is a good, like, kind of brick red. And this color is Confidence. Is it Confidence? Yes, Confidence. And it's so gorgeous. So that's going to stay. What about this one? See, Kindness. This one is staying. I love these colors, guys. They're all quite nude in some way or another. This one is Grace. Grace is a very light color. I use Grace to layer a whole lot. Just stunning. This one is Acceptance. Yeah, you know what? I can let Acceptance go. Acceptance is a touch light for me, so that's one I think I can actually let go. Self-Love. I don't have many colors like this, and I like a color like this to layer. This is just like a true rosy bubblegum pretty pink color. This one is Inner Beauty. This one has a purpley tinge to it. You know what? I can let this one go as well. This is beautiful, but I don't tend to wear purpley lips at all, so that one can go. This one is Passion. This one is very purpley, actually. Whew, that one can go as well. I didn't think I'd get rid of any of these, so I'm kind of surprised at myself. Wait, this one looks very, nope, this is even more purpley. This shade is Gratitude. Very, very pretty, but very purple. Oh my God, you guys, look at me, go. This color is Faith. This is deep color. It's dark, but it is very sexy, and I wouldn't normally keep this, but I do love this one. Even though this is a purpley tone, I feel like it's a little different. And finally, oh, this one's called Beauty. This is, again, just like a classic, gorgeous pink. It's a shame. I hope they come back bigger and better because this formula is so beautiful. I can't even stand it. So these are my 2 Merit lipsticks. Here's the thing. First of all, they've got something on them. And do you see how messy this tube is in here? That's because like it got loose and it got messy and it got gross, but here's the problem. I love both of these so much. So that color I just showed you is Slit, and this one is 1990. These are beautiful brown shades. I love these. I'm kind of depressed though that they're both kind of gross, if I'm being honest, in the tubes. But I love them and love the formula, so those are both staying. Let's go with the Urban Decay. I have 3 over here. So first we have This Is Staying. So Liar is one of my favorite shades Urban Decay has ever had. I will always go back to Liar, especially the Liar lip liner, 100%. And this one is the big one. What is that? You know what? This is another orangey red. I've got other ones that I know that I like the quality of better. So this one can absolutely go. And I think this one is Intensity. Yeah, Intensity is staying. Look how low that is in the tube. I love this color. It's an older formula, but I love, love, love it. It is the most perfect nude brown. So that one is absolutely staying. Then we've got 2 ColourPop and 1 Dose of Colors. This is so old. This is from the Desi Katie collection, and this color is Aftermath. Again, a deep, like dreamy brown. This is staying. I love this color, and I know I shouldn't keep it this long, but I'm going to. Okay, so then we have 2 ColourPop. I know I'm going to keep this one. This is What's Your Sign. You can tell this one is quite low too. And I know this looks like 80 Shades of Brown Nude. But this one, God, I wish they had this one still, but I think this came out with the Kathleen Lights collection, and I love it. I love it so much. And then finally, this one is the Lounge. And is this, no, this is a Luxe Cream. That looks beautiful too. How did I forget about these? Like, look at that color. It's just like, it's just perfect. Come on, focus. Oh my God, look at that. Look at it. This is beautiful. This is staying. So I guess I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and getting rid of 6. All right, this is the last of like my bullet and solid lipsticks. So none of these are liquid lipsticks is basically what I mean. Everything else is like liquid lipsticks and creams and glosses and things like that. So these are the last of my solid lipsticks. First of all, I did find 1 more BK Beauty color. This one is Empower, and I'm going to get rid of this for sure. This is a beautiful orangey red though. And again, the quality of these, so good, but I just know I prefer a matte red when I'm gonna do red. These 4 are brand new to my collection as I'm filming this. This is from the Melt and Bailey Sarian Fatally Yours 2 collection, and I still need to test these more. So I'm keeping all 4 of these. You can see from the top though that we do have red. We have this kind of nude. This is an almost concealer color, a beautiful pink, and a gray. So these are all staying. They might wind up, you know, going in my next declutter. Who knows? I've only tried the red and I loved it, loved it, loved it. I think I even tried a little bit of the concealer color right in the middle. Just fantastic. So we will see for the next declutter. I will move on to the melt stuff in a minute. This color, oh God, I know I should get rid of this, but I will not. This is a Tarte, very old, very discontinued lipstick in Skinny Dip. This is from their Color Splash line. Guys, look at how much I have left. The number of times that I use this specifically to layer, like you can see, it's got other colors on it at any given time. There is such a little amount left. I almost want to make it a goal to finish this one by the end of the year, but I have so many. So this one is staying. I love it. These three are from What's Up Beauty. They were the Egyptian collection. Let's see if I can get rid of any of these. So this one's beautiful, and this shade is Ankh, but I think I can get rid of this one. By the way, look at, like, let me see if I can focus on it, the kind of carvings on here. Isn't that absolutely beautiful, the detail that's on these? And the quality is very creamy and smooth, but if I'm really trying to get rid of some, this is one that I think I can go ahead and let go. The next shade is Seba. So Seba is a kind of, you know me, it's a deep brown nude. So this is gonna stay. And then finally, this last color is Eye of Ra. This is a good layering nude for me. So again, this is one that I'm going to hang on to. Yet another one I'm going to hang on to. Guys, I have very, very few products like this left in my collection. So MAC was the first brand I fell in love with as a makeup lover. And when I went cruelty-free in 2018, I stopped buying any new MAC and I got rid of a lot of my makeup, but I only kept the things that I loved. This is one of the products I've loved most from MAC ever, ever, ever. This is called Slim Shine, and this color is Bare. The color again is perfect. So I will say these do not smell. They are still good to use. Once your lipsticks start smelling anything like, you know, what they shouldn't be smelling like crayons, that's when you know it's time to get rid of them. This one is still good. This is staying. Let's move on down here. So we do have, this is from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I'm gonna let this one go, guys. This is from the Lock, Shock, and Barrel color, and it's really nice, but I just don't wear colors like this, and if I do, I want them to be a matte liquid lipstick. So look at me getting rid of something in limited edition packaging. Very proud. These are all of the Melt Bullet lipsticks I have. Let me move this over here. Are these all from the Bailey collection? These are all so magnetic that they're all like sticking together. It's very weird. So anyway, these four are from the original Bailey collection. And I will say that I am keeping these because I want to keep this as a set. And I really did like these. So let's go ahead and look at these colors. They are falling all over the place. Wow. So this color, first one, is Hemlock. Oh my, see, also, did you see that? Look, fell right out of the packaging, which is unfortunate, but I loved this color the most, I believe. It's just a really deep brown. And I know you can melt them and on the bottom to have them stick again. So I likely will do that. Then we have Nutmeg. Oh God, I love this color. I love these deep, moody, grungy browns. So beautiful. Then we have, what's this one? Wolfsbane. This one, oh gosh. Guys, I don't use this one as much. It's like unused completely. I'm gonna let it go. No, do I wanna let it go? No, I don't wanna let it go. I don't want to. So I'm not going to. I'm gonna use this more to contour my lips. I am. And then this color, oh my God. So this is Gallerina. This color scared the crap out of me at first because it's a very, very light pink. I wound up loving it. I use this to layer all the time. These are staying. This color is Paulina. Which one is this? Oh, look at that nude. That is like so, that's a sexy nude, right? So that's staying. Then we have Catsuit. You know what? Let me see Catsuit versus Wolfsbane. You know what? If I'm going to keep Wolfsbane, I think I can let Catsuit go. It's so pretty. So pretty, but they are quite similar. I think I can let that go. This one is staying. This is the old formula. They do still have this color. This color is Frisky. Ew, it's so gross because I use this so often. This is like the perfect kind of nude for me, a warm nude brown. So that is staying. This is absolutely going to go. So this came out with the Glam Light and Kiss collection. And I was okay with it. I was okay with the formula when I tried it. I haven't used it since. So this is absolutely gonna go. Let's move on to my two Surratt lipsticks. So these are both just like tube lipsticks that are very creamy, okay? We've got this color, which is Gamine, excuse me. And then this color, which is also very similar, which is Perfectioniste. I'm going to save gamine, excuse me. I'm going to save gamine and get rid of Perfectioniste because the like kind of, sorry for the focus, but the kind of wine color over on the, oh my gosh, sorry about that guys, the color on the right, that's just not as much my thing. So that one can go, and I'm going to keep this one. Then my ColourPop Lippy Sticks. Let's look at the bottom. I can look straight away and tell you guys, look, do you see a theme here? Do you see a theme here in what kind of stuff I have? I can tell you right now, these two pinks I am going to let go. This one is actually from Kaja. This is one of the pink heart lipsticks. Very pretty, but I just don't need it. And Little Tings is just like a fuchsia kind of pink. Just not as much my vibe. That can go. These are all staying. You can see here, these are just various shades of nudes and browns. These are all staying. So it looks like, whew, I'm not doing as well as I thought I would. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm keeping 19. I'm getting rid of 8. Okay guys, this is my liquid lipstick, liquid cream collection, okay? I have a feeling I'm gonna be able to be a bit more ruthless here, and here's why. I do not wear liquid lipsticks as much anymore. Whether it's Invisalign, whether it's without Invisalign, I do not wear these as much. So I see several areas where I can be pretty ruthless. Let's go ahead and start here, okay? I see all of my Sigma liquid lipsticks that I have, and I can get rid of a lot of these. Right off the bat, I can get rid of this shade, which is called Belladonna. Really beautiful, but it is just like a dark red, so that one can go. This one can also, I don't know, let me see. This is difficult because they all look very similar, but I will say Nomad can go because I think I'd prefer that to be in the lipstick formula, which I have. I'm going to go ahead and this one, can this one go too? Yeah, this one can go too. This color is called Dapper, and this is just like a rosy, I don't know, kind of a mauvey color. And what about this one? I think these three can stay. I'm gonna keep these three and get rid of these three to start. We'll see how that goes. I might wind up getting rid of more, but we'll start there. So these are my two liquid lipsticks from the Odin's Eye collection with Anielka Nyqvist, who is a friend of mine, but I always just kind of want to make sure that if I'm keeping these that I will use them. So the first color is Shadow Creature. Let's take a look at this. Again, I want to make sure that I'm going to be like actually using these if I'm keeping them. No, you know what? This color, and I want to say both of these might just not have been my vibe, and that's nothing about the formula or the quality, just the colors. And I think this one's a very, like, yeah, an orangey brown. Those don't look good on me. They have a little too much yellow in them for me. So I'm gonna be able to actually let both of these go, which I love this packaging so much, but I'm gonna let those both go. Right off the bat, I can definitely let this color go from Smashbox. Very pretty, just not my vibe if I'm being honest, so that can go. Now let's start with the older liquid lipsticks from Unearthly. So this packaging is no longer. So these are all like some of the older formulas. Let's see what we can get rid of. This one, so this again is a brown with lots of yellow in it. The color is Kelina, and that's gonna go. That is just not for me. These, which one is this? Creamer. I definitely ordered this and paid for it. It is a very light color, but I like it, What about this one? I have a feeling this one can go. This color is Juice. Is this a gloss? Wait. No, Juice is just a bubblegum pink. That one can absolutely go. I do not need that one in my life. This color is Ripe. Let's see what this looks like. I always prefer it when you can see through the tubes, if I'm being honest. And this color is sort of just like a, I don't know what you want to call that, a brownie pink color. Not my vibe, not my vibe. This can go as well. This color right here, does it look like that in the actual tube? Because this is like, you know what, that's like a deep orangey brown red. I think I'm gonna keep that. And then finally this one I'm absolutely keeping. This is such a cool one. This is like a sparkly pink and gold. So this is going to stay. Here are 3 new ones, and I really do want to try these more before giving them up. So you can see the colors there. Actually, you know what? No, I've worn all of these and I really do like them. These are from the Gargoyle collection with Unearthly, and I want to spend more time testing these. So these are staying, and I might as well say this too. This is from Black Moon Cosmetics. This is Sleepwalker, the best black liquid lipstick that I've tried. So that is absolutely staying. I think I'm going to let this one go. So this is by Ofra, and this came out with the Samantha March collection, and this is Story. Very pretty. I just don't get enough use out of it. That can go. I will say, the Sigma lip creams feel beautiful, but do you see, guys, like, hold on, maybe not. I was gonna say, do you see how similar these all are? But especially like these at the end, they are so similar. So this one, I will say, this color is in Dingle Hopper. This came out with Little Mermaid. This one can go. This is a little too light for me. And I don't know, but which one is lighter? I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna get rid of Dingle Hopper for sure. This is the Bailey Sarian lip kit that came out with the first Fatally Yours collection. I am keeping all of these. I love these. That's not even a question in my mind. These 3, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Natasha Denona. I think you know what? I have another red. This is one of like the shaky ones. No, wait, is it? Yeah, this is one of like the shaky ones that comes, oh no, see, that one's unique though, because that one dries to like a glossy finish. I can get rid of the Natasha Denona. This one was a little pinkier than I had anticipated. This color is Eva. I will say this was called Underage Red. I don't know what it's called now. My favorite red liquid lipstick of all time. My favorite. And this is the newest Melt Dracula liquid lipstick. Absolutely love it. That's staying. I can let this one go. I love this color. It is called Cocoa, and the brand of this is Farah. This came in like an Ipsy or a Boxy charm. That can absolutely go though. It's done. This one I keep saving in every declutter. This is Dose of Colors Cork. Does anyone remember how viral this was? It's a gorgeous brown, and I keep saving it and not using it, but as I'm staring at it, I want to save it again. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna save it one more time. Don't judge me. I'm gonna actually let this one go too. So this is the Patrick Ta. It's like a lip cream in the shade, well, sorry about that. In the shade, is it She's Innocent? Yeah, She's Innocent. And it is a very pretty brown, but I never loved the consistency. It's like a liquid lipstick that didn't dry down at all and was a little messy on me. These, I am so shocked how much I love them, and these are staying. These are the Electrip stains, and mixed together, they make bronze, okay? Which is stunning. So these are staying. So I'm keeping a lot. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. I'm keeping 25, you guys. I'm keeping 25, but I am getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm getting rid of 14. Keeping 25, getting rid of 14. Of course, I found some more bullet lipsticks. I figured that would happen, so let's look at them one by one. This is What's Your Sign by Urban Decay. I have other formulas I like a little better than this, so while this is a beautiful color, I can absolutely let this one go. This is staying. This is one of my favorite lipsticks I own. I hate the name, but it is called JK Magic by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is a perfect light pink brown nude. The quality is so good. Don't love that it's named after you know who, the Harry Potter person, but we're gonna look past that. Then this color is this color. Oh my God. So this is called Zaddy. This is a very light pink, and I already have one like this. This is by Melt. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go and keep the others that I have. This is from, so this is ColourPop Little Mermaid. And this is again like a brownie pink nude, but if I'm being honest, I have others that I like the quality of better, and I just haven't been using it, so that can go. And then this is Super Cindy, I know it is, by Charlotte Tilbury. So this is also staying. Look how pretty that color is. Look at the tube. This feels very like vintage and classy. So keeping 2, getting rid of 3. Okay, let's move on to lip gloss. I have a feeling, I hope I'm not just saying this, I think I'm gonna be able to be super ruthless in this area. I feel like this is a really good place to start. So we have brands here. We have Unearthly, we have Odin's Eye, we have Physicians Formula, we have Ofra, we have Sigma. We have all the above. So, okay. Deep breaths, deep cleansing breaths, Linda, get rid of some of these. So let's start with these. So these are the Nomad ones that came out with the Fake de Provence collection. I can get rid of several of these. Right off the bat, I can get rid of, you know what? I can get rid of 3 of these. These are so beautiful, but I really do feel like they can get more love elsewhere. This color in, oh my gosh, the writing is so small. This one, whatever, the peachy one I'm gonna keep, but these 3 I can let go. The quality is so good. I hope Nomad does more lip products. They really haven't, and these were so beautiful, but these 3 can go. This one is gonna stay. Let's look at my Unearthly glosses. Okay, so right off the bat, I'll say these 2 are gonna stay. These are with the Gargoyle collection, and these are super unique to my collection, but guys, look. 3 white glosses from Unearthly, 3. Like, they're really beautiful, but they're 3 white glosses. So if I'm going to just keep 1, so this one can immediately go. This color is Pollen. This came out with the spring collection. That one can go. I think I'm going to keep this one. So this one came out with the collection that my friend Heather Austin did with them, and I'm going to get rid of Twilight Whisper. Right? Wait. This sounds so... You know what? No. Stop, Linda. Get rid of Twilight Whisper, and I can keep this one here. What else can I get rid of? Okay, so the Little Mermaid collection that Sigma came out with. This feels silly that I got rid of this, but no, they're quite different. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what do I do here? What do I do? What do I do? These are really, really pretty. I'm gonna keep both of these. I actually really like the sparkle in this one, and this one is super pink, which I don't have a lot of super, super pink glosses, so those 2 are staying. I'm gonna let both of these go, which kind of hurts my heart a little bit. So these came out with the Raw Beauty Christie and ColourPop collection. Really beautiful. We have Glacier and Wildflower. Beautiful, but just these can go on to somebody else, make them happy. These are the Physicians Formula Butter Glosses. These are tinted lip glosses. They're very pretty, and I actually enjoyed them, but they're nothing extraordinarily special to me, and they're very, very, very tinted. So honestly, I'm going to just keep this one. This shade is Pink Paradise, and I'm gonna let these 2 go. I only have 1 lip gloss from Surratt, and it's this one, and the color is Oh La La. I'm going to keep it. This color is really, really cool. Actually, it is just a, like a silvery white. It's really, really pretty, and it's got lots of sparkle in there, and the formula is good, so this is gonna stay. Let's look at these 3 from Odin's Eye. So this first shade is Quicksand. Let's take a look. Now this one is a shine lip gloss. This one can go. Absolutely, because this is another one that is like that kind of yellow brown tone, which I do not feel looks good on me. This is a glow lip gloss. This shade is Radioactive. This is the one I'm keeping. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, so this looks yellow. It does, but it is, I don't want to swatch all of these. But, well, you know what? This one can go too. This one can go too. Oh my God, these smell so good. No, actually this one's gonna stay. This one's gonna stay. This warms up a look nicely. I will keep that one, but this one is a shine lip gloss in Spectral. This is another one. It's just not my kind of color story. I actually preferred for glosses to be more sheer, so that one can go as well. This one's staying. Then we're left with this. So let's go with the weird ones first. This Kaja one is beautiful, but this can go. This color is Pink Drink, I think. really pretty, but it's just nothing special. That can go. This is staying. So this came in like a BoxyCharm or something. This is Sophia and Mabel, or Mabel, and the color is Jellyfish. This is a tinted lip oil, they say, but do you see kind of the iridescence in there? It's beautiful. This is staying. Sugar Pill, Crystal Trinket, absolutely staying. This is like a gold pink peach. Sigma, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'll tell you what's staying right off the bat. This is Corda Rosa, right? Yeah, this is Corda Rosa. This is one of the prettiest glosses I own. It's got a gold tint. That is staying. I will tell you these two are also staying. We have this one, which is like a hydrating gloss with just straight up glitter. And then this more nude one. I told you I like more nude glosses. What about these three though? So this one is Secret Garden, right? No, Lilac, Secret Garden. I've used this and have really enjoyed it, even though it's a color I wouldn't normally like. I can get rid of this one. Let's get rid of the lilac one and we can keep these two. These are the three glosses that came out with the Samantha March collection. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've used all of them a lot. So these three are staying, but let's talk about this. This is their lip gloss in Queen, okay? So this is a golden brown with lots of sparkle. And you guys, I have 6 backups, 6. I don't need 6, okay? I don't even need as many as I'm gonna keep, let's be honest here. But when I had mentioned that this was literally my favorite gloss I own, and it still is to this day, Oprah sent me 6 backups. So guys, I am going to go ahead, oh my gosh, I'm going to keep 2 and get rid of 4. I'm going to keep 3 and get rid of 3. I'm very proud of myself for that, okay? But I don't need to keep 6. These do go bad eventually, and you know, it doesn't do me any good to keep 6. So I'm gonna let go of 3 and keep 3. So you guys, I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Keeping 22, but letting go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's not bad. All right, more lip glosses, but I also saw we had 4 of the lip creams kind of sneak in here that I had forgotten about. So these are like the Sigma ones that don't dry down fully. I'm gonna keep this one. So this color is in Dusty Rose. I'm gonna get rid of these 3. They're all very pretty. This is a good quality formula, but I'm not using them as much as I should. So that's one right off the bat. Let's keep going. So the Sigma Renew Lip Oil. I love these. These are amazing. If you haven't used these are shiny but conditioning as hell. I love these. But one that I can see right off the bat, are these exactly the same? Yeah, this is 2 shades of Hush. So they look like different colors though, don't they? I want to say this is the one that I've used a bunch. Let me see if there's a way to tell. Nope, this is the one I've used more. So I'm going to keep the one that I've used and get rid of the one that I haven't really and give that to somebody else. As far as these, you can tell I've used the hell out of this. This must be Tint. No, this is All Heart. All Heart I've actually used a lot of as well. Is this one Tint? Because Tint is going to stay. Yeah, that one's Tint. This might be a backup of Tint. Tint, yep, these are saying Tint is my absolute favorite one. It is like this brownie pinky nude, staying. This one can go. This color is very pretty. No, wait a minute. Oh my God, that's crazy. This is All Heart as well. But this one, doesn't that look deeper? Maybe not, but this one can go. This is brand new. As far as these two, are these the same colors? Tranquil and Tranquil. You know what? These 2 Tranquils can go. This one, okay, so this is the Natasha Denona Lip Euphoria. I'm getting rid of this. I don't like this packaging. It's very, very light. It's called a gloss and balm, and it's just, it gets sticky on the outside. Like for every reason, I never pick that one up, so that can go. This one can also go just because it's quite old. This one's called Honey Sheen. I love this by Pixie. Oh, wait, that's so pretty. No, wait. No, this one's gonna stay. I'm sorry, that one's gonna stay. This can absolutely go. This is by Lottie London. This is the Oil Slick, and I can tell you also this Kaja one is going to go. It's just way too light for me. Those two can go. So Fantasy Cosmetica. These are like glosses and oils and things like that. And you can see the colors here. This one is like a black sparkly and the other is red. The red's gonna go. I do not like a red gloss, like this deep of a red gloss for me. And this is like kind of an opaque gloss. So that one can go. This one though, let's see. What does this look like? I'm trying not to swatch all of them. It is very pretty. Guys, I'm gonna let this one go. That makes me sad in a way, but I am gonna let it go. All right, let's keep on moving. So these were actually, I wanna test these more. So these aren't going anywhere. These are the Lawless Forget the Filler glosses. And they're lip plumping, smoothing glosses. And I wanna try all of them. I haven't tried them enough. I just got these from my friend Betty Jean. So I wanna save these to test them out more. Same thing with these. These are not going anywhere. These are from the Melt and Universal Monsters collection. And they are just the like drip glosses. This green one is so good. It's got a green tinge, but it just like looks so beautiful. This one, I actually am okay wearing because it's like not opaque. It's not an incredibly opaque red, so that's staying. I'm gonna let this one go. So this is the Melt, I believe, or not Melt, excuse me, the Merit. It's like a tinted lip oil in Au Naturel. It's pretty. I just never got enough use out of it, so that's going. The Kidos glosses, I'm keeping all of these. I love this formula. They are beautiful. They are glossy. Wait a minute. I lied. This one can go. This is Last Smoke, and it's like a purpley color. That one can go. Can any others go? You know what? This one can go too. This one is Pink Marquise, and that one is just a little too deep for me. So am I just keeping, whoops, I'm just keeping these four, and you know what? I might as well say I'm keeping all of these. This Dose of Colors Gloss in Brio is so old, but it's one of my favorites. So these are all staying. So I am keeping 17 and getting rid of 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm keeping 17, getting rid of 15. That's closer to 50-50. So these are all my Finding Ferdinand lip glosses. I will tell you right now, I'm keeping all of these. I love this formula. They are so underrated, so beautiful. Even this one, which is a red, so incredibly beautiful. If I had to be forced to pick my favorites, they're gonna be ones that are discontinued. So Limoncello is perfect. Cafe Noisette, no, this one's Cafe Noisette, excuse me. Smells like hazelnut coffee. This one right here actually is not limited edition. This one's not. And oh, the color, I can't remember. This might be Rooftop Reflection. I'm not positive, but it's this beautiful, like warm, pinky, orange color with like gold sparkle. Just gorgeous. These are all staying, I will say that. Next, lip balms and treatments. All right, here is a bunch of just lip treatment stuff and lip balms and tinted lip balms and things like that. I already see a few of these I can let go. First of all, this is definitely going to go. So this is a Typology lip peeling lip mask, and then I believe this is a balm to go over top of it. Here's the thing, you guys, like not everybody is the same. I'm very well aware of that, but my friend Betty Jean tried this and it destroyed her lips for weeks. So I don't even have the guts to try this. My lips are already in bad enough shape as they are. I don't even have the guts to try it, so that's going. I can also tell you this is going. Not because it's a bad product, it's actually quite lovely, but this is the Nomad Air lip treatment. It feels so good, but the scent is rose, and I hate rose scent. I really hate it, so that's gonna go. This is gonna go. I can tell you this is a very old, ew, that's disgusting. This is going in the trash, you guys. This is a pure lip scrub, and it worked really, really well, but it's so old, like probably 10 years old. I'm not even gonna joke about that. Let's talk about this. So the Sigma Conditioning Lip Mask, I have two. I haven't really used it enough. You know what, I'm gonna get rid of both of them. They're it's a nice product, but at the same time, I have lip masks that I like much better, so I might as well go right into this. This is my favorite. I have two favorite lip masks. This is one. This is the Auric Plush Ritual, and this color, whoops. Of course, it rolled all the way across the floor, but this is the Plush Ritual. The shade I have is Bare. So on the top, you have this little like jade spatula, and in the bottom, when you open it, it is this beautiful peachy pink lip mask. It is so lovely on the lips. A lot of days, I just wear this as my lipstick. So this is my favorite lip treatment. So just talking about treatment, this is staying, and my other favorite lip treatment is by ColourPop, and it's this stupid looking little mushroom from the Alice in Wonderland collection. I don't know if you can tell how deep the divot is in here, but it's amazing. So these two are staying. I see two more that can immediately go. Okay, so this one is decent, but it's by Truly, and it's the Pineapple Haze Lip Treatment. It is nice. I've used quite a good amount, and it smells so good, but I haven't used it enough, so that can go. This one is also lovely. This is the Kidos Blue Agave Lip Mask, and I've had so many of these. No, you know what, this one, do I want this one to stay? Yeah, you know what, as far as a mask, a lip mask goes, I really do like this. This is gonna stay. Also, this is the Auric Plush Ritual Recovery. This is more of a balm, but this is staying. Look how cool this applicator is. You pull it off and it's this cold tip. So you squeeze it out of here and then smooth it on the lips with the cold tip, and it's just, it's very beautiful. It's very classy. I really, really enjoy it. So that is staying. I'm going to let this go. This is the Sigma Moisturizing Lip Balm. It's nice, just not my favorite. I can be obviously pretty ruthless with this. This is gonna go. This is the City Lips Night Oil. It's okay. I tend to like, when it comes to City Lips, I like their body products more than their makeup. So that can go. These Sigma lip, Hydro Melt lip masks are so pretty, but if I only want to keep a few, I think I'm gonna keep these two and get like All Heart and Tranquil. Oh wait, but that's Tint as a mask? Then you know what? I'm gonna keep All Heart and Tint, and I'm gonna get rid of Tranquil and Hush. These are brand new, never used. Those can go. This, that's going nowhere. That is my Doo Wop Lip Venom. If you know, you know, but this is only second to this. The Sereni Lip Alchemy is my favorite lip plumper. It is so good. This is Chloe Morello's brand. Amazing. I have no idea what this is. It says it's a Lasting Smiles lip exfoliant. Sure, that can go. This one I haven't even used, but I just realized I got rid of all my lip exfoliants, so let me look at it. This is from Kaja, and this is the Balmy Bento. Oh, it's sealed. Oh, wait. It says Pina Colada on the bottom. That can go before I even try it. I hate the scent of Pina Colada. I hate the scent of the, nope, that can go. What we have left here are Finding Ferdinand and Fantasy Cosmetica. I can definitely let go of a few of these Fantasy Cosmetica. First of all, Twilight. This is a tinted lip balm. I'm not going to use a purple tinted lip balm. I just want these to go to somebody who will appreciate it more. This is my favorite one. This is Crackle. So this color is like a peachy nude pink, but it's got sparkle in it. That is absolutely staying. And you know what? I'm going to leave it out of the box. Well, no, the reason I left it in the boxes is because nowhere on the packaging does it say the shade name. So I kind of have to leave it in the box. I don't love that. These three. These look so, this one I can let go. This is Pomander. This is just like a orangey brown, but it's just, you know, it's a lip balm. So not my vibe. And I'll keep these two, Cozy and Elixir. So yeah, I'll keep those. And as far as tinted balms go, Finding Ferdinand are my favorite ones, so I'm keeping all of these. This is their Morphosis balms. It's so funny. So these are beautiful in that they all look the same, which is funny. They all look like some shade of just like a white balm, but this one turns your lips pink. This is Flutter, my favorite. Pink with a sparkle. Papillon turns your lips just like straight, beautiful pink once it reacts. And Chrysalis is, you know what? I can let Chrysalis go, right? Yeah, Chrysalis is absolutely beautiful, but it's just a clear lip balm. No, I'm saving it. I love it. And then we've got the other four. So these are all, they are not as intense as they look. Like, look, I'll show you. You can see the color is almost barely there. This is one of their black cherry lip balms. I'm sorry, photo shoot red is this one. Let's go through all, let me show you all these. This is Lucky Cat, and this, again, you know I don't wear purple lips, but this one, look at that. So pretty. These are so subtle. These make fantastic gifts for anybody, by the way. This one is Feministe with the watermelon scent. Oh my God, I forgot how good that is. Just a very lovely pink. And also these get a little bit deeper with your skin as your skin is like reacting. And then what they're famous for, the black lip balm. But the color of this, oh my God, I love the color of this one. It's like a beautiful, like deep plum almost. Beautiful. Oh my God, these all smell so good. So these are all staying. So I am keeping 18 and getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and getting rid of 15. Guys, I don't know what to do with this one. I have to be honest. I think I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I'm keeping this as more display than anything because it's so beautiful. These are all my Kidos lip clays. This is not the formula I use most often, and I know in my heart of hearts this could go to somebody else, a lot of these, if not all of them, but I do want to hang on to these, and I don't know if I feel a little selfish doing that, but let me see. There's stuff in this drawer that can go. What is, what, that can go. So there are two different lip masks in here. One of them is more of a red tone, and the other one, this is so weird how broken this box is. Okay, that one can go. This one can also go because this is the blue agave and I just kept one. This little fan, oh my God, that's staying. That's staying. I love a little fan. I love it. That's staying. These two can absolutely go. Guys, I am keeping the rest of this though. I am. And actually, would this fit in here? Oh my God, this fits right in here. So am I going to save space? Wait. Please fit. This can fit. Okay, so I save a little bit of space, but I am keeping this. I'm getting rid of these two. This is the very last category, and I'm getting rid of very little of this. Guys, this is all of the lip pencils that I have. They're all very similar in shade, I think. They're all probably shades of brown nude, and I'm likely keeping most of them. I do see, I know of a few I can get rid of. Like, is it this one? Yeah, this one, look. This is a ColourPop one where it just kind of falls out. So this one can absolutely go. Let's see, is there anything else that can go here? This pencil is caffeine. Which one is caffeine? That's cafe. This is char. This is khaki. So wait a minute, do I not even have caffeine out? No, cool. Okay, so I have another brown lip liner. Why do these all three look kind of the same? Wait, no. Oh, it says caffeine, but it's actually cafe. Okay, I see now. So this is just a backup of this one, and I do like it. So I'm going to put this actually back in the box so that I can know that this one is being saved. But these are all staying. Here are some more backups I have, just so you know. So this one is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, right? Yeah, this is Iconic Nude, which is right here. I have a backup of this because I bought this by accident, not realizing I already had this, but I do want to save the backup and the original. This is a backup for, where is it? My favorite lip pencil of all time, which is Trick by Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. This brand is no longer. I bought, I think, literally like 7 or 8 backups of this when they went out of business, and I have 2 left. They're staying. This can go. This came out with the Glam Light Kiss collection. I did not like this formula. Did not like anything about it. This one can also go. This is by Ace Beauté, and it is just like, I don't know, actually. It's a very creamy red lip liner. You know, is all of this gonna stay? Yeah, you know what? I don't have much here. This is all staying. I always want more lip liners, and I say this every time, but if you have lip liners you love, please recommend them in the comments below. What brand you love. I obviously love the Too Faced Lip Injection. These are plumping lip liners. Amazing. I like ColourPop. Melt. Some of them are good, some of them are not as good. This one I'm keeping mainly for the color. This is the color Familia. It gets weird. So look, Oh, no, now it's not. No, you see how it's a little white at the tip there? Once you use it, that goes away, but otherwise it's just a little strange. But these are all staying. What is this? Bitch sticks. Oh, this is a lip balm a friend gave to me, and it's pink lemonade, and it's actually quite good. This is a backup I have, so I am keeping this. So I'm only getting rid of 2 here, but not too bad. All right, it is time to tackle this. Oh, minus the random eyebrow pencil. These are all of my melt. Is this all just melt? Yes, so these are all of my melt liquid liners and glitters and things like that. And I will tell you right now, guess what, guys? I'm keeping all of them. I love this. And I will be honest, this is something that I enjoy having a collection of. I really, really do. So let me show you some cool standouts, okay? So first things first, let's look at this baby. This guy's still available. So this color is Afterlife. Look at it. Look at how neon. So basically these are great to use as eyeshadow bases or as gel liners. I more use them as eyeshadow bases because I do find that because, you know, my eyes are have some wrinkles around the edges and things like that. I have a little bit more difficult time with gel liners and getting them to look sharp. So I love using these as bases. And what's cool is that most of them are matte. But they also have some that are, now these are a different product technically. This is called a duochrome eyeshadow gel, and this color is Sour Grape, but look at that. Like, look at the glimmer in that and how multifaceted some of these are. They are just so beautiful. I love, love, love having this as a full collection. These over here are some of the glitter gels that came out with the Mary Jane collection. I wish these were still available because these are so cool. Like you can even see, even though it's like blurry, you can see how much glitter is in these and just how good they are. I will say that Onyx is the best black gel liner I've ever used. You can probably see I've made a significant dent in there, but my all-time favorite from them is this one right here, which is still available. I believe it's called Burnish. You can see how low this one is. This is a beautiful red brown. This makes blue eyes look just insanely blue. I love it. Let's see if there's any others I want to show you. So, oh, here's another glitter gel. This one came out with the original Bailey Sarian collection. Look at that green glitter. Oh my gosh. Now it's settled to the side like this just because I have these, you know, stored on their side, but guys, these are gorgeous. If you haven't had a chance to try any of the the gel liners from Melt yet, I highly suggest you do. Oh my gosh, wait, one more. Is this one? I don't know if this one's still available, so don't hate me. Look, that's so grimy, grungy green. I love it, I love it. Okay, so yes, I know that's a little bit of a cop-out just showing this. I am going to keep all of these. If at any point you guys would like to see swatches of any of these, I do have a reel on my Instagram where I swatched all of them, minus a few that I've gotten since then. But it's really cool to see them all next to each other. And this is a collection, I will admit, that makes me happy that I do use. So this is all staying. And it's heavy. All right, so these are random like glitters, loose shadows, things like that. Here's something I do want to say. Anytime I've done a declutter in the past umpteen years, I've never regretted it for a second. I've always been so happy to have my collections cleared. The only thing that I've regretted is that the very last time I did a declutter in 2023, I got rid of 95% of my glitters. I just got rid of all of them. There have been so many times this year where I've wished I've had a loose glitter and have not had one. So it feels strange to say, but I might be purchasing some again in the future. But anyway, let's go through this. So a lot of this is glitter. Let's start with my glitter gels. This one, I can't even focus on this one. This was sent to me by Melt, okay? This is their Kaleidoscope Body Glitter Gel, okay? Look at that. It is so multifaceted and gorgeous. I've used this so many times as a highlighter, as an actual body glitter, as everything. It's just so gorgeous and it's so underrated. They had this for a while on like super clearance, so I don't know if it's available, but guys, the quality is so good. This one by Lemonhead, I think it's dried out. Let's see, maybe it's not. Oh, no, you know what? It's not dried out, but this kind of chunky rainbow glitter, guys, it's beautiful. I love the quality of Lemonhead, but like this rainbow vibe is not as much my vibe anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. I'm actually kind of proud of that I am. So the next glitter gel I have, can you see the top of it? Guys, something happened. It got like oily, the oil leaked out. I've never even used it yet, but this is the Madame Leota gel. Now, let's see how much this compares to the Melt one. They're very, very, very similar. They both have chunks in them, but I feel like this one is more finely milled, and to be honest, it's really turning me off how oily this is, and it's getting oil all over my hands. So guys, I haven't even used this. It's beautiful. I love Madame Leota so much, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. My other glitter. So this guy, as long as he's still liquidy, this is a random Graftobian glitter gel. Oh, guys, you know what? It's dried out. Oh, look at it. It's completely dried out. That can go. This is gonna go right in the trash though, because it's empty. Oh my goodness. So this one, I'm going to keep this. So I don't even know who this is by. Glamorous Chicks Cosmetics. This is just a really pretty pale yellow glitter. This one by Eye Candy is a dirty, dirty kind of gold color that I'm gonna save. And this is my favorite glitter of all time. It's called Beige by Obsessive Compulsive, RIP to our Obsessive Compulsive, but this is absolutely my favorite that's staying. This one is from Velvet 59. And if you can see, this is literally just a bunch of stars that you can kind of glue onto your face. Really, really pretty. I'm gonna save this because I don't have anything like it. And finally, I'm going to save this as well. So this is Sugar Pill. Look at that color. The color is Goldilocks, right? Am I wrong on that? Yeah, Goldilocks. The color is Goldilocks, and this is the most metallic silver shadow I own. It is so gorgeous. This is staying. This is in the very oldest packaging it could possibly be in. I'm sufficiently covered in glitter. So I am going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and get rid of 3. Let's move on to eye pencils. So you guys, these are the only eye pencils that I have, okay? And I can get rid of a bunch of these. These are also liquid eyeliners. We can definitely get rid of some of this. So I'm gonna dump this out, and I'm not gonna go through each thing individually, okay? I'm just gonna dump it out and sort through real quick. I need to get rid of some of this. First, let me take this and clean this because I'm gonna be putting everything I'm keeping back in here. Okay, so I guess these are the ones that I'm questioning. So these were all keeps. For the most part, like I would like to get more colorful eyeliners in my collection. Please recommend to me your favorites. I will say these two are oldies but goodies, and these can absolutely go. These are the NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencils, and I just have better black and white bases than these, so I'm gonna let those go. This is the Lottie London stamp liner. It has a stamp on one side to create a wing and liquid liner on the other side. This is awful. Don't buy this. I'm getting rid of that. The Pacifica liquid liner as well. This just was not opaque, and I like to have an opaque black liner. That can absolutely go. This I will say can probably go. This is the tattoo stamp, and these are just dried out, so those can go. As far as these, so these are both ColourPop cream liners. One of them is black, one of them is kind of nude. I just have ones that I like better than this. I love this nude liner. This is actually from Surratt, and I'm not gonna lie, this significantly more expensive than the ColourPop, but I feel like the quality speaks for itself, that it's that much better. Oops, this one snuck away. I'm gonna put this one back in here. This is just a brown liner, which I like to have. These are some old Urban Decay liners, and they were decent, but I just don't use them enough. So those can go for sure. This is another ColourPop liner. This one's just white and broken, but that can go. This is another white liner from Obsessive Compulsive. That can go. As far as, so these two are not bad, but how many black pencils do I need? You know, I'm gonna keep the Smashbox and get rid of the Tarte. I'm gonna get rid of the El Dorado Gold liquid liner from Urban Decay. I just haven't used it. These two are what's killing me. So these are some new liquid liners. Actually, I used the green one the other day and I enjoyed that, The white one, I want a good white liquid liner. This is not it. Look at it. It's just like pale. I want to have, like, I don't know why asking for opaque products is sometimes considered crazy. So I am going to get rid of 5, 10, 15 liners. I'm kind of happy with that. So these are all of my mascaras. I will say I'm going to keep both of these. I like to have 2 mascara, what are these called? My God, curling iron or curling wands. Lash curlers, good Lord, but they did need a good cleaning. So maybe this is a good time to clean them. It's very easy to do so. So anyway, I do want to keep both of those, but let's go through the rest of this. I can get rid of a few things. So you know what I'll say I can get rid of right off the bat is all of this. This came out with the Kiss collection with Glam Light. There was a white mascara, a black mascara, a white base, and a black base. I just have products I like so much better than these guys. All of those are going. Now, the rest of these are all going to stay. I will say, oh, there's shavings everywhere. These are all going to stay. I do like these all for different reasons. So let's just go through them. There's not that many. We've got the Surratt. What is this called though? This is called the Noir Lash Tint. So this is an interesting mascara wand. Look at this. It's like a metal spring almost. Guys, this will tint your lashes and hold a curl all damn day. It is so good. This is one of my favorite products from Surratt. As far as Melt, let's see. I have 2 from Melt here. We've got the brand new Dracula Red Mascara, which I liked so much more than I was expecting, and the So High Mascara. This is a curling waterproof mascara, so I don't have anything like it in my collection. Yeah, guys, I just like all of these. This is the only one I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. This is the Smashbox Super Fan. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I think I'm going to use it till the end though. We've got City Beauty Beyond Mascara. This is a more wet formula. So when I want, I don't know, just very, very, very dark lashes, I go for this one. The Watch Me Mascara from What's Up is surprisingly great. Like really fantastic. And this is a it's got hair bristles on one side and rubber on the other. So it's really unique and I actually really love it. This, if you know, you know. Milk Kush Mascara and I are best friends forever. I absolutely love this. One of my favorites of all time. The Finding Ferdinand Lash Lift. This is a tubing mascara that is really, really effective at giving you length. Lots of length. And it comes off so easily. Absolutely beautiful. This one I'm still on the fence about as well. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Mascara. And this is supposed to be in a bronze shade. And what's funny is when you take it out, it looks very bronze, but on the eyes it doesn't, but I do enjoy the formula, so I'm gonna keep that. This one I just haven't had a chance to try yet. This is the Kush High Roll Mascara. What's interesting is comparatively, this is 3 times the weight of this. This feels like there's nothing in it. I haven't even opened it yet because I don't want to open it when I have others, so I'm gonna keep all these. Oh, I got makeup on my table. I'm gonna keep all these and get rid of 4 from Glamlight. I found 2 additional mascaras that I am going to keep for now because I haven't even had a chance to test them out yet. So we do have this Lash Extender Tubing Mascara from e.l.f., which I got at Creators and Friends. It was Miranda / Beauty's one of her favorite things. And then we got this one from Typology, and I believe, is this called the Serum Mascara. So I am going to keep both of those as well. So these are all of my eyebrow products. Let's go through this and see if there's any I can get rid of. I'm not sure if there is, to be honest. I already lied. I see some things that I can get rid of. Okay, so first of all, I can get rid of this. This is just a NYX brow marker. And to be honest, it just never really worked for me. It just, I don't know. I feel like there's other products that do what I want this to do. So this can go. I'm also going to let this go, actually. So not because it's a bad product. This is the Merit Brow 1980. Is that what it's called? Or is it 1990? It's an eyebrow product. So what it is, you've got the eyebrow wand and it is tinted. But here's the thing. I have ones that I like much better than this. So that can go, and it is also like starting to dry out. I'm also going to let go this ColourPop Feather Effect brow product. This is similar to the NYX in that it is a marker, but I just don't use markers really, so that can go. I mean, I'm open to trying them, but those can go. let's see what can stay. This is my favorite of all time. This is the Kosas Air Brow, a tinted brow gel. My shade, I believe, is medium brown. Yes, medium brown. It's perfect. That is absolutely staying, as is this one. So this is the Milk Kush High Roll Brow Tint, and the shade that I have is Dutch. So I got this from my friend Betty Jean. This is her favorite brow product. I love it so much. My only issue is that this specific shade is a little dark for me, so I want to keep it still, but I do want to buy this in a different shade, so that's going to stay. Also, let's keep with brow gels and pomades and things like that. I think I'm gonna you know what, I'm gonna keep all three of these. So we've got two lighter hold brow gels, one from Sigma, one from Surat. These are just clear brow gels that just help to hold your stuff in place. Then we've got these two actually, which I'll put in the same category. These are both brow glues. We've got one from Melt, we've got one from NYX. These give you that laminated effect. They hold your brows in place. These are both staying. I love a laminated effect. Love it. Oh wait, so this is also a pen. What color is it? Oh, I like how fine it is, but you know what, guys, look. This is from Melt. I don't like that there's not much showing up, so that can go as well. All of my brow pens can go. As far as, let's see, I want to keep this as well. So this is the Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. I absolutely love this. You run a spoolie through it, and it's really good for holding your brows in place. Fantastic product. I'm going to keep, is it all these pencils that I want to keep? You know what, I don't need to keep this sealed one in Auburn, but I do love the Koki eyebrow pencil. This shade is dark brown that I've been using. Really great quality, and I don't really hear anybody talk about those. I also do have the Perfectionist from Melt and the $1 Billion Beauty pencil that I really love. I do have two backups from Melt of brow pencils. This one, dark brown. So if the one I'm using is, what shade is this? Just brown. I think dark brown is probably gonna be too deep for me. So I can go ahead and let that go, but I'm gonna keep this one. This shade is, I don't know, it looks like kind of an auburn shade, but it's hard, I can't read the side, but I do wanna save that, and I wanna try this $1 Billion Brow Lift. This is also supposed to be a laminating vibe from $1 Billion Beauty, so I'm gonna save that, but I am getting rid of 6. Kind of surprised. All right, here's my first batch of fake lashes. Guys, I will be honest that I do not use fake lashes with every look, but I do have a certain style I like. So in looking at these, I see some I can get rid of right away. I see the Vegas and Stiletto from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup. These are gorgeous, and I've even used these, but they're just a little bigger than I usually like. So they're really pretty though. Oh, I do like these. No, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, wait, I'm definitely gonna get rid of one of the pairs of Day Club. I definitely don't need all of that. What do I do? What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna get rid of both of these. It's very hard for me, but I'm gonna get rid of both of those because I don't need them. One thing I will say, this is my current favorite lash. This is the Flutter by Bright Lashes, and I have 2 of those I'm going to save, and I have not gotten to use these yet. So this one is called Minimalist. It is very wispy, very pretty. And then we have Whisper, which is just this beautiful corner lash, exactly what I love. Martini is also a corner lash from BK Beauty. These are gorgeous, and I absolutely love them. Day Club is about like the kind of big I like. These I just got from Melt in the Bailey collection. I'm really fascinated by them and want to try them, even though it's not normally the kind of lash I'd go for, because these are like layered where they're thicker over here and thinner here. So I'm kind of curious about those, and I love their Moxie lashes because they are very wispy and very fine. So I do have 2 pairs of Moxie that I'm saving. These 2 I got from RX. So this one is called, are they both clouded? Is this 2 pairs? No, this one is called Clouded. First of all, look at the packaging for these lashes because they want you to keep these and hang on. So there's 2 pairs of lashes in each of these, correct? Yes, there's 2 pairs of lashes in each of these. So this one is, again, this color is, or not color, this is called Clouded. So you do have 1 pair that is sort of like wispy, more outer corner, and then you've got a full pair. But the quality of these, so beautiful. I do want to try these. I do love the experience that art gives you. And these, I believe it's pronounced Viceroy or Viceroy, but let me do this without popping a nail. We've got 2 pairs again. So these are a little crazier than I usually go for. They're very, very long, but I like the crosshatch on these. These are probably not going to be worn by me, but I want to keep them all together. So these are staying. So I am I'm keeping quite a few pairs of lashes, y'all. So I'm keeping quite a few pairs. I'm keeping 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pairs, getting rid of 3. So these are the rest of my lashes and my lash glue. So here's the thing, Ardell, by the way, let's start with them. They sent me a bunch of pairs of these naked lashes, and I have already decluttered a bunch of these and gave these away. So these are the ones I have decided to keep. Oops, I should bump them up a little bit. Keep and try. So I can tell you right now, these are all going to stay for now because I just really want to give them a good try. Let's move these back down. Let's start right here. I mean, guys, I don't need 3 lash tools. I don't need 3. I have the one that I use. It's fine. These 2 can go. I am going to keep all of my glue though. I do go through lash glue quite a bit because I use it for rhinestones and lashes. I'm going to keep them all. I really do like this one from Melt, which surprised me because usually if it's not duo, I don't like it, but I am going to keep that. And with my tool. Guys, all of these can go. These are just older. I am going to repurchase these though. These are the Iconic Light, or no, these are the Iconics. And these are the Iconic Light. I am going to repurchase all of these from House of Lashes. I love them, but they've just seen better days, and you know what? They can just, these can just all go. Okay, so as I mentioned, this video is also going to just be showing off my entire collection. So I am hoping to get rid of a bunch, but if you're just looking to see what eyeshadow palettes I have in my collection, which ones I really love, here we go. We are going to start with all of my Melt palettes. If you guys don't know, Melt Cosmetics is one of my favorite makeup brands. I own almost every single palette they have. I do consider this to be quite a collection. So if I'm being honest, I'm not getting rid of a ton from Melt, if any. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at all of these. Let's start with this guy. So this is the Amor y Mariposas palette. This is just such a beautiful color story. And if I'm going to be completely honest, this is a palette that I don't use as often as some of my other Melt palettes, but it is one that brings me joy in my collection. It really does. It's so unique from their other palettes, like the layout, the colors, the formulas, everything about it. I really do have a fun time every time I play with this palette. I think the reason I don't use this one as much as the other ones, despite keeping it, is that the color story is, first of all, it's a bigger palette. I prefer smaller palettes, but the color story is a little all over the place, but it's still so beautiful. This is a keep. Spoiler alert, I'm keeping all of these, but let's keep going. So this is from their collection that they did the Nightmare Before Christmas. So they had Christmas Town and Halloween Town. This one is Halloween Town, and this is the only one that I have. I did not get Christmas Town, although it is one that I still absolutely want. I love this color story. If you are a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, when I look at this, I see Sally. I see Sally all over the place. Her clothing, her hair, her dress. Like, I just see Sally in this, and it makes me so happy. As a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, it brings me so much joy. I really love this. This is staying. We have Smoke Sessions 1 and 2. Smoke Sessions 1 came out years ago. Smoke Sessions 2 came out this year. Smoke Sessions 1, I will say, I think is their most underrated palette, hands down. The quality of this is so good. Now, we do have 6 shimmers and 2 mattes, so maybe that's why a lot of people don't immediately go for it, because of the balance, but I love this palette. You can see how well loved this palette is too. This color, especially Blue Dream. It's so good. The quality is so good. The shimmers are just absolutely stunning in this palette. This is a keep. Smoke Sessions 2 also came out this year. This one was their purple theme. They have another purple theme palette called She's in Parties. And fun fact, it is one of the only melt palettes I don't own, along with the Christmas Town palette. I also don't own Brunette, Blueprint, Millennial Pinks, and is that it? Oh, and Dark Matter. But I might want to complete my entire melt collection, but this palette was, I feel like, also quite underrated. The purples in here are so punchy, and I really had a lot of fun playing with the varieties here. Like, we do have a blue here, but for the most part, this is a solely purple palette. I even love this color, Purple Skunk. I use that every time I use this palette. I feel like it's a really good blending out shade, but absolutely staying. Also, look at this packaging. Can you see how it's kind of like 3D printed? Very, very cool. Finally, their most recent palette, you guys know this is going nowhere. This is the collaboration that they did with Bailey Sarian. This is the Fatally Yours 2 palette that just came out. This is absolutely staying. Do you guys see how much I've used this already? And as of the time I am filming this, I want to say this comes out today. Like the full collection comes out today as I'm filming this, and this is how much I've already used it. I love it, love it, love it. These two mattes, so beautiful, so dreamy, but all of it, I mean, it just performs so beautifully. So yes, there are 5 here, all 5 are staying. Also worth mentioning, because somebody mentions it in every single eyeshadow palette declutter I do, yes, I keep a lot of my boxes, and that is because eyeshadow palettes are a thing in my collection that bring me some of the most joy. So to be honest, I like to keep all parts of it, and I respect the fact that so much love goes into packaging too. So all this is staying. All right, let's move on to these 6. Also, all of these are from Melt, and if you haven't already guessed, all of these are staying as well. And let's start here, because guys, these are sort of the same palette. So Melt came out with the Gemini palette, which is arguably my favorite palette, not just of Melt's, but of all time, okay? You can see this is one of the most well-loved palettes in my collection. I love this color story with my whole heart. Everything is perfect. I've used 2 of the shades till they were gone. Like this one is so close to being gone. Leo, very close to being gone. Significant dips in every single color. This is my dream palette, okay? I would never get rid of this. But however, they did come out with the Gemini, and they reformulated a bit, and they changed the packaging, but this was a re-release. So you can see I've even used this one quite a bit. But this is still my favorite palette of all time, the grungy dream that I have. So this is staying. Let's move on to Rust. I wish more people appreciated how beautiful this palette is. This is like the brown, bronzy dream. Okay, look at that. Just every color goes so well with each other. There's significant dips in all these. I'd say that the actual shade called Rust is the one I have the deepest dip in. Also Rubbish. Look how grungy Rubbish is. I love that color. This palette, again, is one that not a lot of people talk about when they talk about Melt. Absolutely one of my favorites. Let's go with this guy. Okay, so this is probably their most divisive palette. People either love it or they hate it. Guys, I love it. It is, again, so grungy, so dreamy. This to me looks like a pair of 90s plaid pants in the best way possible. I love it. A lot of people had issues with the quality of this palette, and I will say I feel like this palette is one where I personally, if I'm looking for a quick 5-minute look, run out the door, this is not the palette that I pick up. This is what I pick up when I have time to sit and play, because I do feel like it takes a little more building up, but to me that is not a deal breaker when the quality is this good and the color story is this good. I love this palette. Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about 420? I feel like this was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette of Melt. I still love it. And then we have the set. Oh gosh, I love this set so much. So we have first Vita. Vita is my love. So this came out, gosh, what was the collection? I keep wanting to say Amor Eterno. I think it was the Amor Eterno collection. But this is the section that basically, there's one shade called Papal Picado, And this reminds me of papel picado, which are those paper banners that you see, those brightly colored paper banners. This is the life side. This is the beautiful, vibrant shades that make up, whether it's Dia de las Muertes or just in general, like it's just so beautiful and vibrant and perfect. We do only have 2 shimmers in the whole palette. We have Alegria and Serape over here, just absolutely stunning. But then this one, I feel like this kind of broke the internet, this palette. This is the Muerte palette. This is the other side. This is the death side. And it's so stunning. Like to this day, I feel like there's no color story that looks like this. It's just so perfect. I love these light blues going into these deep, murky colors. And even with this, there's only 1, 2, 3 shimmers. This is a very matte heavy collection. I would not trade that for the world. This is all staying. So I kind of managed to fit in the rest of my melt palettes. And again, guys, I'm keeping all of these. Now, I assure you, I have my entire collection over off screen here. And I already see a bunch of palettes I'm going to be decluttering. So stay tuned, it's getting juicy. But these 2 came out with their Beetlejuice collection. And I feel like with the collection, or when Beetlejuice 2 came out, Beetlejuice, every makeup company in the world seemed to have a Beetlejuice collection. None of them topped this one, in my opinion. So we have first the Recently Deceased palette, and you can see there was like a film strip on here, but we start with the Recently Deceased, which is the typical colors that I personally think of when I think of Beetlejuice, okay? I think of these purples, these lime greens, these just kind of grimy colors. So incredibly beautiful. That is staying. These are all staying. This is the one that surprised the hell out of me when I got it, okay? Again, look, we've got the Beautiful Lady film strip, and then I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. I was like, red and gray, what the hell? It is stunning, so beautiful. And a lot of people see comparisons between this and the new Bailey Sarian palette, which I can see, but I do feel like this one is much more heavy into just grays and reds, whereas the Bailey Sarian 2 palette has a bunch of gold and silver in there as well. So I do feel like there's differences, but I absolutely love this collection. This palette also surprised the hell out of me. The Mary Jane palette, this is just beautiful, like browns and silvers and bronzes. The quality of this is so good. I love the shimmers in here, and I do believe this is discontinued. I still use this all the time. Look at the shade Mari, or Mari. It's just, it's gonna be gone. Not that far away from now, but I love this one. And look at the packaging even, like, I don't know if you can tell, but even the sparkles kind of move around in here as you move the palette around. So, this is why I love keeping every packaging. Obviously, this is on the actual palette and not the packaging, but I love it. Then let's move down here. Electrip. This palette got not just no love, this palette got some hate, but I love it. Look at it. Look at it. This color Magic Mush, so freaking gorgeous. But all of this, just so beautiful. I really loved this. Like when I first opened this, I didn't know how I felt about the color story. And as I've played with it, each time I play with it, I love it more. I just love it. I think they did an amazing job with this. That's staying. This, like, pry this out of my cold dead hands. So not only do I absolutely love, first of all, I adore Bailey, but this color story of all mattes, of 10 grimy, grungy mattes that are all named after poisons, I almost could not ask for anything more. The quality is so good on this palette, but I will say that this palette especially holds a little bit of a special place in my heart because when this came out, Bailey asked for Melt to send me this in PR. And when I did a review on this, this is the thing. This is the palette that got me on the Melt PR list this year, which has been my dream PR list since I started playing with makeup. So it just means a whole lot to me. But yeah, this is, I mean, that's not going anywhere. These two Okay, some of the most underrated releases of the entire year, and I don't just mean for Melt, I mean for the makeup world in general. These are the petite stacks, okay? So the way that these work, there's a warm brown and there's a neutral brown, but these are little tiny shadows, okay? About the size of maybe a quarter. These have been going with me every time I travel. Look at the size of this, okay? You want 10 eyeshadows, it fits in the palm of my hand, okay? So beautiful. I think I was surprised that the neutral browns are the ones I like more. So, I mean, there's plenty of mattes. Look at the dip in there. Can you see how big of a dip we have? But the shimmer in this one, oh my God, look at it. Look at that champagne goodness. These, like, again, I don't understand why these didn't get much love. Maybe it's because they're neutral brown, but still absolutely beautiful. Then this was also a very recent collection. We had the Universal Monsters. First of all, guys, I was surprised to find out that this one is sold out, even though this is my favorite of the two. This is the Creature from the Black Lagoon Quad. I love it. I'm usually not a quad girl. I'm usually not somebody who loves a quad, but this one is done, in my opinion, perfectly, okay? We do have 3 mattes, 1 shimmer, and the shimmer is not too glittery, so it doesn't overpower everything else. It's perfect. I mean, the packaging is the most perfect packaging in the world. Maybe the coolest packaging they've ever had. I don't know. These are pretty great. They're all great, but I love this. And the compact, the mirror stays up on its own, and even, oh, hi, look at the mirror. You've got the swimming lady over here. It's just so beautiful. I'm actually kind of bummed this is sold out because I want more people to be able to enjoy this one. And then finally, the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein palette. This is a smaller palette, as you can see, than the rest of theirs, but I love this color story. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers and 3 mattes, but I really enjoy playing with this one. I think it's a good neutral palette with a twist, right? Because if you look, if you take out these 3 colors, this is very, very neutral leaning. But the fact that they added the most vibrant lime green in there as one of their pops, like, how can I be mad at that? So yep, all this is staying. And that is to say, I'm pretty sure that Melt is the only collection where everything is staying as I'm looking at the rest of my stuff. Oh, let's get into it. So let's move on to my Nomad collection. I guess I can only fit 4 at once in the frames, but I absolutely love Nomad. I really love Nomad, and this is another brand that I do consider myself to be quite a collector of, but I also really do want to be, you know, cognizant of if I'm using stuff or not. I will tell you this, to this day, is one of my favorite Nomad palettes, so this is absolutely staying. Yes, this is very neutral, but I do feel like they added in those grungy, grassy tones. This is Okavango Safari, by the way. I really love it. Even these shades are so unique, like the stripy shades, but they're so metallic when you swatch them all together, and I love leopard print. So this is staying. Royal Europe, first of all, take a moment for the packaging. Do you see how this is like die cut? It is so, so stunning. This was their palette full of like jewel-toned multi-chromes. Just, oh my God, so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. These multi-chromes at the bottom are just perfection. I was so happy with this palette. This is one, I will admit, I don't use nearly enough, but it brings me great joy to have in my collection. This one is going nowhere, and I really want to use this more. Nomad's newest palette is the Polar Express. This one just came out, and it's very pretty. It really does a good job of capturing the feel of what they were trying to represent, and I feel like they always do a good job of, you know, indicating on the front of the package what they're looking at. So if I were not even to open the package, I would feel like blues and grays and, you know, like greens and just beautiful. Like, it's just lovely. I really enjoy this palette. I have not played with this enough to make a full assessment yet. I really enjoy this. This is one that might be questionable next year. I can't decide yet, but I've really been enjoying playing with it. So I have a feeling, I don't know, it might be questionable next year. This year it is definitely not a question that it is staying. This is the one, I know I'm gonna open this, I wanna keep it. I just know it. This is New Zealand Stargazing. First of all, the packaging is, no, you know what, yeah, it's definitely staying. It's definitely staying. This is like the Nebula palette of my dreams. It really is, because I feel like I always think that it's going to be too pink heavy, and then I open it and remember, like, look at this shifty multi-chrome. It is so like blue and purple. Like, look how vibrant purple it goes and how vibrant blue teal. So beautiful. This one also, the Carina Nebula, it goes from like gold to green to pink. It's so unique. This palette is just really cool. Okay, and I love this purple. It is very hard to do a cruelty-free matte purple, and they did such an amazing job. So guess what? All four are staying. Maybe I can open these up as I'm talking about them. So let's start with these up front. So these are the Nomad Air palettes. So they started off with the regular Nomad Air, okay? And then this year they came out with 3 new ones to kind of complement it. This was just Nomad Air, and these 3 were based after 3 different locations, right? So let's start with those. First of all, Nomad Air 1. I feel like a lot of people kind of crap on this palette because it is so neutral. I love this. I love it. I feel like I say it every time. This is an amazing gift palette for anyone you know that does not have a ton of makeup. This is so beautiful, and anyone can use this to make a look. This is absolutely staying. These 3 are where I'm questioning. So here's the thing. Do I have colors that are similar to Abu Dhabi? I absolutely do, but I am a basic bitch and I love warm tones. I really do. So Abu Dhabi is staying. Then we have Oslo and Canadian Rockies, okay? Let me show you both of these. So Oslo is very cool tone leaning. It's icy, it's wintry. And then we have the Canadian Rockies, which is significantly just like blue and green and beautiful. Oh gosh, I'm gonna let Canadian Rockies go. It's so lovely, but it's just not the one I reach for very often. I feel like somebody could get better use out of it. Oslo, I'm really torn on, because if I'm being honest, I don't use this one often either, but I really like it. I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me that's twitching that I'm breaking up a set here, but I think that that one could just go to a better home. This one I'm going to keep for now. This one is absolutely staying. I'm going to leave it down here because the packaging is made of crushed velvet, and I hate crushed velvet. I hate touching it. This is also one of my favorite Nomad palettes. This is the Wild Ireland Atlantic Way. Did I get those phrases right? Ireland Wild Atlantic Way, excuse me. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Green is my favorite eyeshadow color. Green is my favorite color. These shimmers complement it so perfectly. Absolutely beautiful. I can close it like that. You can see it is crushed velvet, which I know a lot of people love. I wish the palette had just looked like this. I wish it had just been like a solid color story or a solid piece of paper kind of packaging and looking like this. I would have been very, very happy. But yes, this one is staying. So look at that, guys. We have our first declutter of 2024. These 4 are staying and 1 is going. All right, so these are the 3 additional bigger palettes I have from Nomad. I will say right off the bat, I prefer smaller palettes. I really do. Big palettes like this overwhelm me, and I just don't love storing them in my collection. That being said, Ghost Town is officially my favorite palette from Nomad. This murky, grungy palette cannot be replicated and will not be replicated. The quality is brilliant. This is just so beautiful, and look, even the packaging, like with that shift in it, it's just, it's my dream palette from Nomad that's staying. These 2 though, let's take a look side by side. So here we have the Nomad Keys Beachy and Peachy palette, and then we have Monteverde Cloud Forest. So here's where I'm torn. I haven't used these much, either of them, okay? Because this kind of bright, like you can see, there's a similar vibe here, bright tropical vibes, not usually the vibe that I go for. However, the Monteverde Cloud Forest is the one I'm going to keep because I don't have any neons in my collection other than this. And this is where I talk about how I prefer things to come into my collection that fill a need, that fill a hole in my collection as well. This is that palette. I'm going to let Beachy and Peachy go. It is so pretty, but here's the thing about this. I'm not giving this one enough love, and my friends will love this. And it will bring me so much joy to see this palette go to somebody who will probably use this every freaking day. So I'm gonna let go of, out of these three, I'm keeping two, getting rid of one. Okay, this one does not want to stay open, but these are some of my Kidos palettes. And guys, it's time to let certain ones go. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick out the ones I know I can let go. I'm going to start here. I think this is so beautiful, and it does hurt my heart a bit. These are some of the from the Futurism series that they had. And I don't know if you can tell. First of all, this one is Futurism 3 Astro Pink. This is untouched. It is so beautiful, but I want to say that I got this last year and said, oh, I really want to play with this. And I did. For all intents and purposes, I did, but it's gone untouched. So you know what, guys? Like, it's time to let some stuff go. It really is. I am going to hang on to, this is Electro Turquoise, I believe. Yes, Futurism 5. I like this color story a lot. Have I played with it as much as I could? Absolutely not. Does it bring me so much joy? It really, really does. So this one is going to stay. As far as the quads, these come from various collections, but I can tell you right off the bat, let me see. Guys, like this one, I can get rid of this one. I can. It is very pretty. This one is Twilight Rush. Very lovely. But here's, oh wait, is that the only purple sparkle though? Wait, between these two, which one? I feel like I should only keep one of these two, right? Even though they are quite different. No, I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna, right? Oh my God, this is killing me because I love this sparkly black in here. Wait, I'm gonna keep Twilight Rush and I'm going to let this one go. This one is Flowing Haze. This is from Night of Creation. It really is beautiful, but the thing is I have not played with it nearly as much. I'm even gonna close it before I can change my mind again. This one is going to go, yes, that one's going to go. Here are 4 additional ones that we have, and they make me very happy, but I feel like I should get rid of at least one more. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep all 5 of these. These are so beautiful. So these are between Night of Creation, and then what was this collection called? This was this one was Cold Brew. I can't remember this collection. Do you guys remember the name? Comment down below. But Cold Brew was one of my favorites. Look at that. These dreamy browns, but with this like pinky shimmer in it. And you know what, I don't need these things. I don't need these things. All they're doing is like clogging up and taking up space. But yeah, this is absolutely going to stay. This one is from Night of Creation, and this one is Glowing Iris. Oh God, look at it. It's so pretty. I love the blue tones to these purples in this one. They really make me happy. This turned out to be one of my favorites of all time from Kidos. This is the Black Jasmine quad. And you'll see it's just like a smoky eye in a quad. It is absolute perfection. Also this packaging, like I cannot. And then we've got these two, which I questioned. I really did. So this one is called Venus Trap. This is very light toned. This is for a light smoky eye. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna let this one go. I can. It's beautiful, but guess what? I can definitely let this one go. Look at me, and then I'm going to save this is Twilight Rush. Twilight Rush is staying with me, absolutely. So that one, yeah, that one's for sure gonna stay. So in this pile of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I am keeping 4, getting rid. No, I'm sorry. I'm keeping 5, getting rid of 3. So here I have two more Kidos palettes. I am keeping both of these. I will tell you I'm keeping both. This one is Flower Punk. This is another one where it's color story of my dreams. The pastels mixed with the grunge is absolutely dreamy, innovative, stunning, never before been done. No, I love this. And then this is the, oh my God, Club Nebula, excuse me. This was the first collection, I believe, that my friend Anielka Nyqvist came out with Kidos, and I love it. I love the murky, dark tones over here mixed with these kind of lighter colors. So you can see that's a big favorite of mine. If it's not a neutral palette, I love grunge mixed with brightness. So I think these are just both beautiful, and they are both staying. Also, look at the packaging. Like, oh, how can you not? And this is why I save boxes. Look at this. It opens like that. And I don't know. Yes, do I have to open a box every time I use these? You bet. But like, it's so incredibly beautiful. How could I not? Take that as a good transition because I talked about Angie's palettes. Let's go with some more palettes from Angie, and just in general things, you know, it's just in the same vibe. So these three are from Odin's Eye, and these are all ones that Anielka has you know, collaborated on Odin's Eye with, and I'm keeping all three of them. So first we have the Hela palette, and it is just so beautiful. The earth tones in this is just Earth Mother vibes, right? I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so beautiful. You can see how well used my palette is. This is such a stunner. Like, this is absolutely staying, absolutely. This one is Little Ghosts, and it's so beautiful. I love the candy tones of this, right? So you've got bright purples, you've got just bright, vibrant colors that's grounded with these darker shades. Really, really loved this one as well. Well, no, I don't know. Hella or Trick or Treat is my favorite. Trick or Treat is so beautiful. I love Halloween, and this palette screams Halloween to me. Look at this shade right here. Crypt Keeper. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. So yes, all three of these are absolutely staying. These are the only three Odin's Eye palettes I have. They're all staying. This palette is by Us, which is a subsidiary, a sister brand of Odin's Eye. And this is their very first palette, and it's called the Garden Busters. This is the very first palette Odin's Eye has ever sent to me, or that company, and might be the last because, guys, I'm going to declutter this. This is cute, and the quality is great, but first of all, I hate this packaging. I hate how thick it is. It is very bulky. I hate how every eyeshadow is a different shape with all this wasted space in between. The mirror doesn't stand, like, I don't love the color story. There's very little about this palette that brought me joy. The quality, again, was amazing. So if this color story brings you joy, go for it, sis. But the thing is, it did not bring me joy personally. So this is going to go. I'm keeping three, getting rid of one. I totally forgot that I still had two more Nomad palettes. So we have Fuji 5 Lakes, Chicago Speakeasy. These are both staying. These are two new palettes this year. This palette really surprised me. First of all, can we have a moment for the packaging? Do you see how it's raised? Do you hear that? It is so incredibly beautiful. But this color story really surprised me in that when I first opened it, I was like, oh, it's kind of a rainbow palette, but I feel like it is this dreamy rainbow, if that makes sense, because this to me looks ethereal. This looks like heaven in a way of what I picture my heaven might look like. And I feel like they did a great job of representing that color story right here. Chicago Speakeasy, I have not, oh God, I hate touching it. This is another one that's crushed velvet, but I have not had enough chances to play with it. But look at Southside. Look at that shift to purple to like green. It is so beautiful. And Chicago Fizz, which is that purple to green, like a light pinky purple. It's so freaking cool. This palette is so rad. Here's my thing with this that makes me a little like about it. I feel like the matte purples, even though they look quite different, I feel like they're a little too similar in tone to each other. And also this pop of green, as pretty as it is, I don't feel like it fits. I don't know. It's just, this is not my favorite palette they've ever done. It is by far not like my least favorite or anything like that. I'm keeping both of these for now, but we'll see what happens next year with both of these. So you guys, as far as palettes go, this is all I have left from Urban Decay. I used to have a lot more, but my collection has dwindled over the years. But here's what's staying, guys. The original Naked palette. I'm talking, again, with Crushed Velvet, because this is a palette that, while I probably shouldn't still be using it, I do from time to time, but I'm more keeping this for memory purposes, because this was just like something I searched for that I was so happy to get when I finally got it. You can see, like, I have hit pan on 3 shades, and Hustle and Toasted are right about to hit pan. I don't know if you can quite tell. I love this palette, and it brings me such joy. This is something that's staying. Now you'll see kind of a theme with some of these, that I will be keeping some palettes, not necessarily to use often, but because they do hold good memories for me. So this is one of them. Here's where I'm torn. When I want a neutral palette, this used to be one of my favorite palettes in the world. This is Naked Honey. When I wanted a neutral, I would pick this up. I don't pick this up anymore, and I don't think I've picked it up in a year. While I still think this is an amazing warm tone neutral, I'm going to let the Honey go for, like, finally, after years. I still think it's so beautiful, but to be honest, I just haven't gotten love out of it. I'm also going to let this one go. I think this one really surprised me when I got, this is the Naked Sin mini palette. It's so gorgeous, and it surprised me because I don't like pinks, but wait, do I want to get rid of this one? Hold on a minute. This one did bring me a lot of joy. No, nope, nope, nope. Guys, I don't think I've used it in a year. So as much as I do love this and highly recommend this, I'm going to let this go. I'm going to keep Metal Mania, which I think was probably one of their most hated palettes. This is the one that's on clearance if you go to TJ Maxx or Marshall's, okay? But I loved this because these metallics are ridiculous. Now, I love a good neutral, but these metallics, insanity. That silver, look at the dip in there. I've never seen another silver like that. So I am going to keep 2, get rid of 2. So this is my entire Natasha Denona collection. I will let you know I'm keeping all 3 of these, okay? I have gotten rid of Natasha Denona in the past. I had the Yucca palette, and I got rid of that. I decluttered that. These are the ones that bring me the most joy, though. To start with, let's talk about Sunset. I think that this is no longer available, or it's quite hard to find, but this was the first luxury palette, and I do consider this to be luxury because it was $129 that I ever purchased, and I didn't regret it for a second. I used this every day for a while. I don't use it as often anymore, but it still is like the warm tone Sunset palette of my dreams. Absolutely love it. I love this packaging, this kind of faux leather. Then we have the gold palette. Oh gosh, what a heartbreaker. I wish this was still available. I love all of these like cool toned but muted browns, and then these shimmers are ridiculous. Like, and this one has a similar vibe packaging wise to the Sunset. Love it. Then the only midi palette I have is the bronze, and this is not even the most loved palette in the Natasha Denona world. For me it is, though. I love this warm brown vibe, and honestly it makes me feel better about getting rid of some of the other palettes I already have, because this is what I go for when I want neutrals. The quality is so good. And then this one will always be one of my favorites. This is the mini nude palette, and it is what it says it is. It's just a nude palette. These are neutrals, but it's so easy to work with. Natasha Denona shadows are such good quality. This is another big travel palette for me. I really enjoy taking this with me. I can create smoky looks, neutral looks, beautiful. All of this is staying. So I'm having trouble keeping these 2 open, but, oh, guys, okay, I'll tell you right now, and also, I didn't mention this in my intro, but some palettes that I declutter, if they're in good condition and have not been sent to me in PR, if they have been sent to me, then they're going to friends and family. If I've purchased them, some of these might go onto my Mercari page, including these two. So first we have the Kiss palette. Did I enjoy playing with it? Yes. Did the quality need to be better? Also, yes, it really did. Like, I really enjoy this color story, but the thing is, the quality just was not good enough for me to want to keep this. I do love the packaging. That's going, and I'm finally letting this go. This has survived several declutters. This is the collection part 2 with Michaela. All right, sorry for any shifts. My battery ran out, had to change it. But yes, this is the Glam Light collection part 2 with Michaela, and it's beautiful. It is a jewel toned dream. The quality was actually very, very good, but I haven't used this in a full year. Also, as I mentioned, I don't like massive palettes, and this is 30 shades. It's just too much for me, so that is going to go as well. Now these two are going to stay. So these are the collabs they did with Scooby-Doo. We have Creeps and Crawls, and the name that I hate saying out loud, Rut-Row Raggy. I love these. The quality was so good. This is where their quality stood out to me. The shimmers are so good. The mattes are so good, and I love the balance of 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. I love both of these. These two are staying. These two gotta go. All right, let's do my 3 big palettes from Unearthly as well as my 1 smaller palette. So we do have Spring Magic. Yes, Spring Magic, Just a Taste, and Gargoyle. These two came out this year. Let's start with Gargoyle. Guys, I literally just opened this palette again, and I played with this often, and I went, oh, I made such a guttural noise because I love it. I love this palette. This is probably my one of my favorite palettes that Unearthly has ever come out with. I'm also going to say that about Just a Taste because I love it. Basically, these two are absolutely staying. The Just a Taste is their newest palette. This is the vampire themed and Gargoyle. Together, look how dark and grungy these both are. Like, I'm sorry, these are absolutely staying, hands down. I am also absolutely keeping the Resurgence palette. This was the collaboration they did with my beautiful friend Heather Austin, and I love how dark you have here, but with these bright pops as well. It's such an interesting color story that just works. You know what I mean? It just works. Guys, Spring Magic, as much as I would love to keep my collection full, I'm going to let Spring Magic go. The quality is so good. So, so, so good. Oh, wait, I'm questioning myself. Guys, you know what? No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I honestly don't usually love pastels, but the thing is, these shimmers are what is making me keep this palette, and these deeper colors making me keep the palette. You know what I should do is almost like block off this pink and this light blue, and I like the color story better already. Yeah, no, these are all staying. All 4 Unearthly palettes staying. You guys, I have to say, putting all these out is one of those things that I look at this and I realize why Unearthly is one of my favorite brands. Their collections are so beautiful and so much thought goes into these color stories. The formula is so good. These are all staying, okay? So we do have Fall Magic, which I do think is an interesting take on a fall color story, but at the same time, I do feel like it's very like autumnal. I do feel like it's rooted in some of these earthy tones, but I feel like it has a punch to it that other autumn palettes don't have. So absolutely staying. The Dreamer palette. The Dreamer palette really surprised me. I love these grungy tones. I'll admit, when I look at this palette, the first thing I see is Imaginary, which is that very, very bright bubblegum hot pink. That is not my favorite shade in the palette. Everything else is what makes this palette worth keeping for me. This palette, Don't Be Jelly, why is not everyone talking about that? These colors are so under the sea without being Little Mermaid, and we will get to the Little Mermaid palette that I have, but I just love how you've got these kind of deeper tones that remind me of like the deep sea, and then you've got these brighter tones that are actual like sea foam and, you know, urchin, and it's just beautiful. Hydrospace is, oh God, is this gonna be a first shade I swatch? Yep, look. Do you see the shiftiness of that? How it goes from pink to blue to gold to everything. It's just perfect. Sorceress Smoke, you already, if you know me at all, you know I love this. I love this grungy, smoky vibe. It's magical, it's earth-based, it's so beautiful. And High Temp is Fiery Sunset. Fiery Sunset, a little more fiery than the Natasha Denona palette. It's stunning and the quality is great. So all 5 are staying. I have been filming for 2 hours, so I need to take a break to eat. I hope the lighting doesn't change too much, but if it does, please forgive me because I need sustenance. I never realized how many different shapes and sizes of palettes that Fantasy Cosmetica had. So here are a few of mine. I still have some more left. But guys, oh my gosh, they have become one of my favorite brands this year. Hands down. Hands down. I love all of these, and these are all staying, I'll tell you that. So these are still some of my favorites by them. These are the Lost Library singles, and they're ones that almost look all like neutral and almost white, but they shift so beautifully. These do come in singles and just absolutely gorgeous. This was one of my favorite things they've ever done. This is absolutely hands down staying. That's going nowhere. This is one of their most recent palettes. So this is Harvest of Souls. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is my favorite palette they have ever done. It is so beautiful. So incredibly beautiful, and it keeps selling out. I believe at the time of filming this, this is again sold out, but it's these murky, like, I think I caught it Earth Witch vibes, right? So, or was this one Earth Witch? You know what? These are both Earth Witch. That's what I'm going to call it, but these are just so beautiful. I love these grungier tones mixed with these bright, bright shimmers. It's just so incredibly, incredibly gorgeous. I love it. This is like the kind of jewel tone palette I really love. This is absolutely staying, and the artwork is so damn cool. This is by far staying. From there, we have the collaboration that they did with my friend Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. I love this. This is Enchanted Autumn, and I do feel that this is an autumn palette with a twist, because it's not like you have red, orange, yellow, and everything. You still have these. This is very earthy, and it's very grounded. I love the balance in this palette. This is, I mean, 150% not going anywhere. I mean, I already said none of these are going anywhere. Cradled in Ice was such a cool palette to me, because on opening this, I was like, oh, it's just very cool toned. There's pink in there. I'm not gonna like this. I wound up loving it. The quality is amazing. Just so much about it. Absolutely amazing. Just absolutely beautiful. Look at these shimmers. They're so multifaceted, just beautifully brilliant. God, I love this palette. I love the Cradled in Ice palette so much. Then we've got 2 of their Class palettes. So the Class palettes are all these 9-pan palettes. This one is the Druid. Is the Druid my favorite one they have? It might be. It might be, because again, those grungy, earthy tones mixed with these shimmers, like, and you've got warm and you've got cool toned. I love anytime a murky green is in a palette. Absolutely staying. This one surprised me. This is the Rogue palette, and I really, really enjoyed playing with this. The shimmers are really good and really just creamy and smooth, and these mattes to balance it out, like, it really does hold true to this color story. So yes, guys, all of these Fantasy Cosmetica palettes are staying. I will admit, this is another company where I kind of take a little bit of joy in having, you know, the whole collection. So I will see if I get rid of any. There's still more to come. So here we have 4 more. Again, guys, these are all going to stay. Let's talk about the one that surprised me the most, and that is the Sorcerer palette. This is Sorcerer, right? Yes, the Sorcerer palette. Again, I open this and I see pink, and I'm like, yikes. These blues are stunning, and I forced myself to use the pinks. The quality is so good. The shimmers, so beautiful. I really enjoyed this color story. I feel like, again, the packaging usually represents what's on the inside, and this one was no exception. This one, again, I keep saying these surprised me. I will say that there's a lot of complementary things going on here, right? So this blue row, you've got a very, very, very light blue and a pale blue and then a shimmer. Pale yellow, shimmer. Dark purple, shimmer. Dark blue, shimmer. Like there's a shimmer to go with each one. That yellow complements the blue so well. It's just beautiful. I have to admit, I wish that one of these two was different, I think. In that, maybe this was like a true blue. I'm trying to think, maybe like similar to one of these shades. I don't know. It's absolutely gorgeous. This palette though, oh my God, it's the yellows that stand out to me. Just so freaking gorgeous. We have the Bard palette. This is definitely Bard, yeah. So we've got warm tones mixed with earthy tones, mixed with 5 shimmers that capture the light better than any shadows I've seen. Not any shadows ever of all time, but like Fantasy Cosmetica, where they shine are their shimmers. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Like I feel like I keep repeating the same adjectives over and over again, but that's the way it is. So Warlock, oh my gosh, how cool is this? How cool is this? This is one of my favorite color stories of theirs because I feel like it's just very cohesive. You know what? I'm actually curious. Hold on. So this is kind of interesting to me. So Harvest of Souls, like I said, is sold out. Warlock is not sold out. If you missed out on Harvest of Souls, they're talking about possibly restocking this in the fall of 2025. You might want to try the Warlock for now because I feel like this can scratch the itch that this one has. You have this bright green, right? You have kind of a purpley, like a purpley mauve, not mauve color, I don't know. You've got these, oh, did I dig my finger in? No, I did. I only cried a little bit. But anyway, you've also got the murky green. You've even got like a pinky, some pinky shimmers here. You've got like deep kind of grayish blues in this. I feel like there are similarities here. This is still my favorite, but I feel like Warlock might tide you over until you can get Harvest of Souls. It is definitely staying. All right, we're starting to get into some more random palettes here. Brands where like I might only have 1 or 2, or ones that are just by themselves. And I'm going to start with one that I'm decluttering, and I'm not going to lie, it kind of breaks my heart, but guess what? I haven't used this, and it's sad to me because this palette, so this was for a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. It is long discontinued. I always say these are 2 little nipple shadows, and you guys, I even brought out a makeup wipe because I have to swatch it one last time. Just, oh my gosh, am I really getting rid of this? These are so incredibly creamy and metallic and absolutely stunning. So beautiful, but guess what? Okay, I don't want to think about it too much because it will make me sad, but the thing is, it'll make me happier if somebody gets use out of this. But let's also have a moment for this packaging. Look at this. Oh my God, one of the prettiest packaging like products that I own in my entire collection. Uh-oh, did it get stuck? But yes, one of the prettiest ones that I own, but I'm finally going to let that go. So let's go with these 3. These are going nowhere. So you guys, these 3 are all from Clionadh. Actually, wait a minute. Are these single shadows also Clionadh? Hold on, I need my magnet. No, so okay, these 4 single shadows are Fantasy Cosmetica, and I'm keeping everything you see here, okay? So Clionadh shadows are so shimmery and multi-dimensional and beautiful, and I need to use them more. I almost wish that, like, and I never want this, but I almost wish that the palettes were, I guess you'd say like see-through on the top so that I could see these constantly and know that I want to use them. I absolutely love them though. They're so beautiful. And then This came out, they had a collection of 3 palettes come out. They had the Paleo, the Oceano, and the Archeo. This is the Paleo, and I love this palette. I have not yet done my palette ranking for the year, but this is going to be up there. The quality is so good, which is good because the price is a lot. It is expensive, you guys. It is really a pricey palette. I want to say this is an $80 palette, but the quality is worth it, 100%. You know what? I've got a makeup wipe out. Might as well do some swatches. Let's go into some of these shimmers. Look at this. Look at oh, we don't need to look at my face. Look at this though. Just the shiftiness and how metallic these are. It's just perfect and stunning. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. This is not going anywhere. And the other 2 that have all of my Cliona singles going nowhere, just absolutely freaking stunning. This palette, let's talk about this for a minute. So this is the Ofra Life's a Draft palette that they did in collaboration with my friend Samantha March. I will tell you that I'm going to have a few palettes that I'm keeping for purposes of memories, just memories, and this is going to be one of them. I do not support Ofra Cosmetics anymore. They're not a brand that I align with, but to be honest, like, just this palette is so beautiful, and I'm so happy for my friend, and I want to keep it in my collection. But this is one that probably will just kind of go into the archives as something that I support, but I probably will no longer use. So yes, all of these are, I'm sorry, look at this, 4 are staying, 1 is going to go. All right, so these are a lot of Miscellaneous palettes, just regular Miscellaneous, and guys, I can tell you I'm gonna get rid of a good handful of these. One that I wanna start off with, so we have over here, this is the very first palette Wicked Widow ever sent to me. This is Graveyard Smash. The quality is so good, and this is so much fun, but I just don't reach for this one often, and I feel like it could get more love with somebody else, so I'm going to let this one go. I'm also going to let go this one that has survived so many declutters. This is the ColourPop Wild Child palette. Really fantastic neutral smoky browns with shimmer, you know, 2 shimmers and 1 pressed glitter. This can go. I have not picked this up in a year, and it's gorgeous. Someone will absolutely love this, but I just feel like that can go. This can also go. Lottie London sent me over this palette, which is called the Jewels. Really pretty, but this is too heavy pink leaning for me. That can absolutely go. Is the rest of this gonna stay? So I have some of these Kaja trios, and this one, the bento box, this one is Smolder season. So we start with like a pretty champagne, and then we have a brown shimmer, and then we go into a dark brown matte. That's going to stay, as well as this one, which is Velvet Dream. We start off with a very light matte, go into sort of a mid-tone peachy matte, and then finally a brown matte. So these are really fantastic. I'm going to hang on to those. Do I need both of these? I don't think I do. I think I can finally let my e.l.f. jalapeno go. This is a really, really good quality eyeshadow, especially for the price. I want to say this is $3. And like, look at this. Look at the shimmer there. Really beautiful. But honestly, this is one that, again, I have not picked it up in like a year. So this can go. I am going to keep this. So Give Me Glow just recently went out of business. Look at this. I still have the sticker on the mirror. Let's do this together. But they just recently went out of business, but I loved the Juicy Olive palette. These murky greens, this color is so cool to me. It's like gray green. Really enjoyed this one, that's staying. This is one I was debating on. This is the Beyond Beige Quad from Surratt. The reason I'm gonna keep this is because the quality is really, really good. It is a beige, boring palette. I'm not gonna lie, the color story is boring, but the quality is so good that this is one I would like to keep in my collection. This will be great for travel, or honestly, I mean, I do work a very kind of corporate 9-to-5 job, so makeup like this is actually necessary for my job a lot of times. I'm sure I probably could come in, what is this doing? I'm sure I probably could come into my office wearing like a bright green smoky glitter eye or something like that. And my coworkers, they know me at this point. They wouldn't bat an eye, but nonetheless, I want to stay a little bit corporate friendly from time to time. So this is going to stay. This is the first palette I've tried from What's Up Beauty, and this is the Dragon's Eye. I was super impressed. Look at those shimmers. They are so multifaceted. Look at how incredible they are. My hand is starting to be real glittery. Now that we're getting towards the end, I don't care about swatching more, but I really love the dimension of these. This palette surprised me. It's just really, really beautiful. I really kind of thought that this quality wouldn't be there, and the quality so is. So this is one that is staying. And then we had the Wicked Widow Crow palette. This is what's on my eyes today. If you guessed it, you win a prize. Ooh, we got another sticker, girl. Let's see. Wait, are there two stickers? Look at that. It still has a thing on it. Mine had two stickers. Does that mean I win a prize? Anyway, this is also one of my favorite palettes of the year. Hands down. I love these murky grays. I love it mixed with the bright red. This to me is the Crow, and I am somebody who grew up loving the 90s Crow, not the new Bill Skarsgård, even though I haven't watched it yet. It's not my Brandon Lee, so I love this. Absolutely staying. Look at that beautiful man. Look at it. You want to kiss him? Kiss the screen. Mwah. So that is staying. So let's see. I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and getting rid of 4. So these are my 4 Sigma palettes. These are all staying with me. Sigma's eyeshadow formula is really, really good. And these palettes have all been fun to play with. This is the one that definitely holds the most special place in my heart. This is Cool Neutrals. When I went to Creators and Friends New Orleans, we all got this palette and we were the launch. Like, we were a part of the launch, which felt so special. And then to have the palette be this damn good, like on top of that, this is going nowhere. This is probably, yeah, this is my favorite Sigma palette. Hands down, this is my favorite. But the Mini Ambiance really doesn't get much love. But look at this. First of all, the packaging is so incredibly slim and lightweight. And this is like 5 different color stories in one. I think this is really beautiful. And again, doesn't get much love. This is absolutely staying. Then we have the Disney palettes. So we have Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. I love both of these for different reasons. I do love kind of the grounded browns in this one, and mixed with the gold and stuff. I kind of wish there was less purple in here, I have to admit. And I can't believe in a Beauty and the Beast there was not a yellow or a gold to represent like Belle's dress, which I feel like is one of the, or even like Lumiere, who was gold, which is interesting because there was like Lumiere was imprinted on a bunch of the, like on the highlighters, but I don't know. I just feel like it needed something. Even Cogsworth, I mean, they have him as brown, but he could have been gold. There needs to be a gold or a yellow in this palette, but I still do absolutely love this one. I thought it was very, very well done and pretty. And then Little Mermaid, I feel like this did represent the Disney Little Mermaid very well. You have the color of Ariel's shells and her fins, or her tail, and then you have Ursula, and just, I think it's so beautiful and so well done. So these 4 are all staying. All right, so we've got some randoms here and we are nearing the end. So first, we have my 3 palettes from Shroud Cosmetics. Here's one thing I do want to say. Shroud is a brand I'm not completely thrilled with. I did buy all 3 of these, but I don't like the way that they have handled customer relations. I understand that the owner is going through some stuff, but I do not believe that's an excuse for taking people's money and not sending them product, hands down, or selling product and just, I don't know. It just, I don't like the way they've handled things. I do not believe I will be buying from Shroud in the future should they come back, but these 2 palettes are the collaboration they did with my friend Betty Jean, who goes by Batty Bean here on YouTube. Betty Jean is one of my closest friends in the world. I will not be getting rid of these. I'm not getting rid of any of those. I love these palettes. I can't help but say I love all three of these palettes. So we start with It's Freaking Bats, which is cool, like cool jewel tones almost, if that makes sense. I absolutely loved this one. It's just, it's so good. Like it makes me mad that the brand is being shady because I loved these palettes so much and I thought the quality was gorgeous. So anyway, then we went to the Halloween palette. This is Halloween. Perfect. The most perfect Halloween palette I own, hands down. I love the oranges, the classic oranges mixed with greens, mixed with Black Flame, which is 80,000 colors in one. You've got black, you've got gold, you've got green, you've got purple. It's just, it's so, so good. And I would love to be like, oh, I'm putting these away and archiving them, but these, no, I want to be using these more. And then we have Moonfall, which is stunning. I mean, I love, again, these kind of jewel tones that are muted and earthy and grounded. This is absolutely staying. Again, I mean, I do wish the best for Shroud's owner, but I am not happy with the way that they've handled things, so I'm just throwing that out there. Next, we have the Gourmand Girls Haunted palette. This is the only palette I have by Gourmand Girls, and holy crap, it is staying. Look at this color story. Look at it. It's dreamy. Also, again, very, very thin, lightweight packaging with no space in between the shadows. This is what I love to see, and I love these murky colors. I love this. This is such a good haunted Halloween type palette. It's beautiful. The only other ColourPop palette I have is the Raw Beauty Christie At First Sight palette, and it's time for it to go. That means I will have no more ColourPop palettes, which is crazy to say. This is so beautiful, but the thing is I haven't used it in a year. In a full year, somebody else will get more love out of this. It breaks my heart. It actually does kind of break my heart to let this one go, but again, I would love to see somebody get more love out of this, so I am keeping 4, getting rid of 1. These are the last 3 palettes, and I'm keeping all of these, but I do feel the need to explain. So first, this is the Sugar Pill Pro palette that they came out with when they first launched. And I bought this and was so excited. I got this at IMATS. I have been friendly with Amy, the owner of Sugar Pill, for so many years, and I'm so proud of her success. I'm so incredibly proud of her success, and just, it's amazing. I think she hates it that I have this old packaging because they don't make black packaging at all anymore. She actually, I think she hates the black. But guess what? I'm keeping it because I still love them. The quality is still so good. Like Butter Cupcake, Love Plus, Poison Plum, like these shades are so good to this day. This is being kept. This is my friend Heather's collaboration with Adept Cosmetics. Do you see how well loved this palette is and how used this palette is? That's because it's amazing. Again, we've got grounded, muted, grungy tones mixed with intense shimmer, which is my dream. This is, was this just called the Heather Austin palette? I can't quite remember, but I love it. This, you know what? Hold for a minute. All right, any shadow that was loose in here, I just dumped. This is another one I am keeping as an archive, okay? Because I don't use this palette. I will never use this one again, but this is the Kat Von D and Divine palette. And here's the thing, I love Divine. If you don't know Divine, Divine was a drag queen, an actress, a performer, just so amazing. But this is a Baltimore palette, and I live in Baltimore, so this palette just holds happy meaning for me. You know, we've got a shade actually called Baltimore. We've got Waters after John Waters. We've got Pink Flamingos, Female Trouble, Hairspray, all John Waters movies. Just, this palette is so good. I loved this when I had it, when I used it. I really did. Kat Von D as a person, I do not support any longer at all. Actively dislike personally, but I have to save this one. I do have special just fondness and memories, so these 3 are staying. So that is it. You've reached the end of the video. Congratulations, my friend. I am patting you on the back. I'm actually giving you a big warm hug if you made it to the end of this video. If you made it to the very end of this video, go ahead and comment down below and leave some emojis that talk about how you're feeling, like that describe how you're feeling right now, because I'm so pumped I got rid of so much. So the final total of everything, wait, hold on, let me show you. So in each video, I showed you the basket that I was using to declutter stuff, and you guys, here is that basket. Look at it overflowing. Oh, but wait. In addition to that, I even separately went through my skincare and brushes, and I filled an entire other basket with stuff. So in total, in my entire makeup, skincare, brush collection, I purged in total, drum roll please, 228 pieces from my collection. I feel so incredibly good about that. It really makes me happy to be able to clear out my collection so I can see the things that I love, and I can really fall back in love with some of these things that I might have forgotten about. Doing these declutters always helps me with that. I am so excited to be giving all of this away to friends and family, and just I'm very excited to have a renewed love for my collection. So that's it. If you liked this video, I would absolutely love it if you'd give it a thumbs up. That always helps out my channel. You can follow me on here. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. As always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart. I will see you in the next video. Bye.